It's super exciting to be in LA.
Team Evolve got invited to the summer block party.
We've made a map that will be played by professionals and celebrities.
Seeing them in person actually playing a map is going to be insane. When I'm in LA, I'm definitely looking forward to meeting the rest of the team as I haven't met them in real life yet.
I'm from England.
I am currently in Germany.
I'm from Orlando, Florida.
I'm from Columbus, Ohio.
I'm from Ireland.
And I'm from Sweden.
Never actually met anyone in person, so when we land in LA, it'll be the first time.
Actually meeting in real life, it was super cool.
It was as if we'd known each other for a long time.
When you're actually meeting them in person, completely different experience.
So right now, KK Slider and Tamalia aren't here.
KK gets here tonight, and Tamolia will be here later in the week, and I'm super excited to meet them.
Team Evolve, we all sort of found each other because we'd all been featured in-game.
It started off with a group chat where we were just talking about creative.
Yeah, we were sort of just posting what we were working on, different maps, different ideas, sharing tips and tricks. We just hit it off instantly.
Blue said that he wanted to make this team, and we were all down, so kind of just went crazy from there.
Working together allows us to be inspired by each other, and everyone brings something unique to the table.
I'd say it's a pretty equal collaboration of all of our ideas. We get everyone together when we're thinking of something and kind of just bounce ideas off each other.
There are definitely different skills that people are better at.
My role within Team Evolve is sort of like a managerial. I frequently talk with Epic, and then I sort of like feed that back to the team.
Blue Drive is also very good at doing anything that is needed.
Maka and Storm are crazy with the building. Storm's a maniac. Like, he doesn't even sleep, I swear. He just keeps building and building and building.
And KK is putting up some extraordinary mechanics.
Tamalia, he's amazing at architecture and stuff, and Nelaf just comes up with the craziest ideas.
We end up with a mixture of everyone's talents.
To start off, we had a video call with people at Epic asking us to make a 32-player map.
I was actually at the Epic headquarters when they had proposed this idea. As soon as they even offered it, we were on it.
I always knew Epic liked to work with smaller creators. I never knew that they would start doing stuff on this scale.
Some of the hardest initial things was sort of deciding on the actual game mode.
Now, the challenge was definitely when the guys at Epic were playtesting, everything had to be changed around because we did too much at the start.
We all sort of got carried away with the design rather than the playability of the map.
So we got the task to build it a bit more open.
A big obstacle was to make sure that no teams would have an advantage over another.
They wanted a map that was easy to spectate.
So we sort of had to like scrap everything.
We had to completely destroy the map multiple times.
When you have to delete, your work, there's obviously a little bit of, pain.
Even though we destroyed the map, we were still so excited and eager to see it come to life that we just kept going.
It was really amazing to see how far the map has come.
Epic said that it was working, which we were super happy about. We were finally at that end point.
About a week ago, I would say, we could finally look at our map and picture it being played at the summer block party.
The funny thing is, we've not actually had a chance to play this map. The first time that we're going to see what we've been working hard on is actually when everyone else sees it.
We're excited about seeing, all the big players playing our map. Like, that's going to be crazy.
If there's anything I can recommend, it's try to find a few good friends that enjoy making maps as much as yourself and see what you can come up with together.
The first step is, actually finishing a map and sharing it with people.
You can just do whatever you want. I mean, there's so much freedom in what you can make.
Be unique, stand out, and really provide something that somebody's never seen before.
The behemoth threat looms from beyond the horizon. To stand against it, each of us, master and recruit alike, will choose our own path. Whatever it is you seek, every hunt offers the chance to earn glory, trophies, or at least a battle scar. Ramsgate, an outpost at the edge of the world, has become our home. And as long as we draw breath, It will not fall. We have learned to turn the behemoth's unique, lethal power back against them. And we do it in style. The behemoths are changing, evolving. And so we forge new bonds, together, one hunt at a time. Live on the edge of every moment, Slayer. Live for the hunt.
Welcome to the World Cup Creative Trials Qualifiers. 5 different maps were created, hosted by Scissors, Ninja, Lachlan, Gotaga, and El Rubius, for the whole world to rise to the occasion in hopes of scoring big. What? The top 3 winners from each qualifier won $5,000 and advanced to the Creative World Cup in New York with a $3 million prize pool. There were tons of entries with so many awesome submissions.
And how did he even just do that on mobile?
Let's go! Close calls and funny moments.
Do you forget who you're watching?
Let's dive in and see how they did. Yes! Scissors time trial was a death run. Mind-blowing times were recorded with flawless runs and impressive strategies.
Yo, I've not seen that strat ever. That's insane.
At the end of the day, they had their top 3 from Scissors time trial.
That has got to be the most impressive speedrun I've ever seen on any of my maps.
Hi, I'm Tyler H, Zan YT, and Suzu.
Just watching someone destroy my map like this makes me feel so happy. Congratulations, everybody. GG's in the chat.
And then there was Ninja's trick shot map created by KK Slider and Glue Drive. Mad style points were earned. Backflips, double snowman into a bunny hop.
Double snowman into the bunny hop?
Hip fire shots with epic timing.
And he hits the no scope. Dude, oh my god, he hit that. What?
The top 3 ninjas were discovered to be FaZe Kaz,
Grabs the hunting rifle, bam, deagle, bam, hunting rifle. Dang, bro.
Taka with the weird T.
That is nasty.
And Taldak 723.
Oh my god, he hit 3 targets. Let's go! Oh my god. Dude, he hit like 5 targets. All right, Taldak, I see you, bro.
Lachlan's Lockie's Landing was created by Wirt Andrew and Dolphin Dom, full of challenging ramps and a shortcut that was uncovered pretty quickly.
So this shortcut right here was put in, and we didn't think anyone was gonna find it, but you guys found it within 3 days.
The competition was so intense, the top players had to be reviewed with an outside clock. The top 3 airfaring scallywags ended up being X-Sandy, Clytax, and MSYB.
I really want to thank everybody out there who participated. This was really fun watching all the runs come through. It was just really awesome to see.
After that, we skip across the Atlantic to France, where Gotaga created a bomb defusal map with Nox and Krim.
Et tout ça, bien entendu, le plus rapidement possible.
Players had to traverse what was dubbed Elixir City in search of bombs to defuse as fast as possible. Players walked on pipes, the edges of fences, used shadow bombs, whatever they had to do to be able to hit every corner of the map in search of bombs. In the end, the top 3 bomb diffusers were RTA, Magma, and Chaps. And finally, to Spain, where El Rubius' death run by Hushin and Iscariot was full of fun surprises.
Este monitor que os llevará a un mundo mágico.
Such as a Flores lava mechanic and a 1-to-1 recreation of his real-life streaming room. After all of that slipping and sliding around the map, it was incredibly close. But in the end, the best times were Mr. Kororo, Ryan Franta, and Benzor.
GG a todos y muchas gracias a todos por participar, de verdad.
And that wraps up the first 5 Creative Trial qualifiers, where these lucky winners will travel to the finals in New York for a chance to take a piece of the $3 million prize pool. There are still 3 more trials to go: Japan, Germany, and Latin America. Best of luck!
What up, Fortnite fam? My name is Dan Liang.
My name is Tony No.
What's going on, guys? My name is Davi Air.
My name is Lester Mazariego.
Hi, I'm Daniel Lin.
My name is Rafael Martinez.
My name is Nathan Larson.
Hey guys, I'm Zach Hardy.
My gamer tag is GS_Tango. Tango comes from my first and last name, T_No, but a lot of people just say Tango, so I just kind of adopted that.
Beast Nerd is kind of my logo, my thing, my trademark. Beast coming from a hard work ethic. I got the big glasses and everything like that, so I think the Beast Nerd is kind of a mesh between the two.
My gamer tag is Zach Hardy because I spent 4 hours trying to pick a name and everything was taken.
Ambush King, it originally came from my mom and dad, believe it or not, because my mom and dad were hardcore gamers, and they still are.
My gamer tag is my first name and last name, so people call me just Lester.
My gamer tag is Ham Bam because my friends always said I go really hard, and I also like ham.
First I saw on Twitter you guys were saying, oh, these golden ticket winners just come to the booth, and I was like, I'm gonna try as many times as I can until I get it.
When I got to spin the roulette and I got the golden ticket, I was just screaming.
When I won, it was just super crazy.
When I came to the booth and I won the golden ticket, it was unreal. I'm so excited.
Winning tomorrow would be like, basically be the craziest thing in my gaming career.
I've been dreaming to play in a Fortnite event since I started playing.
So I'm just gonna focus on my building and trying not to die.
We're gonna be putting it in, guns out, puns out, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? We gonna put it down for sure.
It's gonna be a great time to be able to say, yeah, I won at the summer block party.
For everyone else playing on this event, good luck. Tell me what second looks like.
You don't know how to build?
You guys are done, yo. You ain't ready for Tango.
Let's show them how we shine, baby.
What's up, Fortnite fam?
My name is Davi Air.
My name is Nathan Larson.
I'm Zach Hardy. I'm a golden ticket winner.
My name is Tony No. I'm a golden ticket winner
For the summer block party.
And I'm about to find out what team I am on.
All right, here we go.
Let's see.
Boom. Right here.
So I'm playing with Nick 830, One Shot Girl, and Chandler Riggs. Yo, I'm freaking hype. Chandler Riggs, Walking Dead. All day.
Pokemon and Lost King. Let's go!
Ah, good one. We got Aiden, Xavier Woods, and KU.
All right, looks like we're playing with Musulk, Mackenzie Borg, and Vicstar. That is awesome. There you go.
It's Courage, JD, Loser Fruit, Jordan, Fisher.
Oh my god. Cypher PK, Lachlan, and Phantoms. Cypher's one of my favorite players. He's one of the best mindsets in the game.
So it's Wildcat, Laser Beam, and Jack Dylan Grazer.
Sharshock, Patriota, Raphael, Dracone.
Okay, this is it. All right, I'm down for this. Let's go. Let's go. We about to kill it. We about to put it down. You know what I'm saying? They ain't ready for us. They ain't ready. Just let them know y'all ain't ready. Y'all's not ready.
Welcome to the World Cup Creative Trials qualifiers. 5 different maps were created, hosted by Scissors, Ninja, Lockland, Gotaga, and El Rubius, for the whole world to rise to the occasion in hopes of scoring big.
What?
The top 3 winners from each qualifier won $5,000 and advanced to the Creative World Cup in New York with a $3 million prize pool. There were tons of entries with so many awesome submissions.
And how did he even just do that on mobile?
Let's go! Close calls and funny moments.
You forget who you're watching!
Let's dive in and see how they did. Yes! Scissors time trial was a death run. Mind-blowing times were recorded with flawless runs and impressive strategies.
Yo, I've not seen that strat ever. That's insane.
At the end of the day, they had their top 3 from Scissors time trial.
That has got to be the most impressive speedrun I've ever seen on any of my maps.
Hi, I'm Tyler H, Zand YT, and Suzu.
Just watching someone destroy my map like this makes me feel so happy. Congratulations, everybody. GG's in the chat.
And then there was Ninja's trick shot map created by KK Slider and Blue Drive. Mad style points were earned. Backflips, double snowman into a bunny hop.
Double snowman into the bunny hop?
Hip fire shots with epic timing.
And he hits the no-scope. Dude, oh my god, he hit that. What?
The top 3 ninjas were discovered to be FaZe Kaz,
Grabs the hunting rifle, bam, deagle, bam, hunting rifle. Dang, bro.
Taka with the weird T.
That is nasty.
And Taldak 723.
Oh my god, he hit 3 targets.
Let's go!
Oh my god. Dude, he hit like 5 targets. All right, Taldak, I see you, bro.
Lockland's Lockie's Landing was created by Wirt Andrew and Dolphin Dom, full of challenging ramps and a shortcut that was uncovered pretty quickly.
So this shortcut right here was put in, and we didn't think anyone was gonna find it, but you guys found it within 3 days.
The competition was so intense, the top players had to be reviewed with an outside clock. The top 3 airfaring scallywags ended up being X-Sandy, Clytax, and MSYB.
I really want to thank everybody out there who participated. This was really fun watching all the runs come through. It was just really awesome to see.
After that, we skip across the Atlantic to France, where Gotaga created a bomb defusal map with Nox and Krim.
Et tout ça, bien entendu, le plus rapidement possible.
Players had to traverse what was dubbed Elixir City in search of bombs to defuse as fast as possible. Players walked on pipes, the edges of fences, used shadow bombs, whatever they had to do to be able to hit every corner of the map in search of bombs. In the end, the top 3 bomb diffusers were RTA, Magma, and Chaps. And finally, to Spain, where El Rubius' death run by Hushin and Iscariot was full of fun surprises.
Este monitor que os llevará a un mundo mágico.
Such as a Flores lava mechanic and a 1-to-1 recreation of his real-life streaming room. After all of that slipping and sliding around the map, it was incredibly close. But in the end, the best times were Mr. Kororo, Ryan Franta, and Benzor.
GG a todos y muchas gracias a todos por participar, de verdad.
And that wraps up the first 5 Creative Trial qualifiers, where these lucky winners will travel to the finals in New York for a chance to take a piece of the $3 million prize pool. There are still 3 more trials to go: Japan, Germany, and Latin America. Best of luck.
I'd say my favorite part about building maps is the fact that people are able to play them with their friends.
With Fortnite, creative, you could build whatever you want and it would stay there forever.
What really got me hooked is the ability to create anything I can imagine.
I'm Blue Drive.
I'm Mac and Meeks.
I'm Stormhawk.
I'm Nelaf.
I'm Tomoya.
I'm KK Slider.
We are Evolve.
And we designed the Creative Showdown capture map.
It's super exciting to be in LA.
Team Evolve got invited to the summer block party.
We've made a map that will be played by professionals and celebrities.
Seeing them in person actually playing a map is going to be insane. When I'm in LA, I'm definitely looking forward to meeting the rest of the team as I haven't met them in real life yet.
I'm from England.
I am currently in Germany.
I'm from Orlando, Florida.
I'm from Columbus, Ohio.
I'm from Ireland.
And I'm from Sweden.
Never actually met anyone in person, so when we land in LA, it'll be the first time.
Actually meeting in real life, it was super cool.
It was as if we'd known each other for a long time.
When you're actually meeting them in person, completely different experience.
So right now, KK Slider and Tomoya aren't here.
KK gets here tonight, and Tomoya will be here later in the week, and I'm super excited to meet them.
Team Evolve, we all sort of found each other because we'd all been featured in-game.
It started off with a group chat where we were just talking about creative.
Yeah, we were just sort of just posting what we were working on, different maps, different ideas, sharing tips and tricks. We just hit it off instantly.
Blue said that he wanted to make this team, and we were all down, so kind of just went crazy from there.
Working together allows us to be inspired by each other, and everyone brings something unique to the table.
I'd say it's a pretty equal collaboration of all of our ideas. We get everyone together when we're thinking of something and kind of just bounce ideas off each other.
There are definitely different skills that people are better at.
My role within Team Evolve is sort of like a managerial. I frequently talk with Epic, and then I sort of like feed that back to the team.
Blue Drive is also very good at doing anything that is needed.
Maka and Storm are crazy with the building. Storm's a maniac. Like, he doesn't even sleep, I swear. He just keeps building and building and building.
And KK is putting up some extraordinary mechanics.
Tomoya, he's amazing at architecture and stuff, and Nelaf just comes up with the craziest ideas.
We end up with a mixture of everyone's talents.
To start off, we had a video call with people at Epic asking us to make a 32-player map.
I was actually at the Epic headquarters when they had proposed this idea. As soon as they even offered it, we were on it.
I always knew Epic likes to work with smaller creators. I never knew that they would start doing stuff on this scale.
Some of the hardest initial things was sort of deciding on the actual game mode.
Now, the challenge was definitely when the guys at Epic were playtesting, everything had to be changed around because we did too much at the start.
We all sort of got carried away with the design rather than the playability of the map.
So we got the task to build it a bit more open.
A big obstacle was to make sure that no teams would have an advantage over another.
They wanted a map that was easy to spectate.
So we sort of had to like scrap everything.
We had to completely destroy the map multiple times.
When you have to delete, your work, there's obviously a little bit of, pain.
Even though we destroyed the map, we were still so excited and eager to see it come to life that we just kept going.
It was really amazing to see how far the map has come.
Epic said that it was working, which we were super happy about. We were finally at that end point.
About a week ago, I would say, we could finally look at our map and picture it being played at the summer block party.
The funny thing is, we've not actually had a chance to play this map. The first time that we're going to see what we've been working hard on is actually when everyone else sees it.
We're excited about seeing, all the big players playing our map. Like, that's going to be crazy.
If there's anything I can recommend, it's try to find a few good friends that enjoy making maps as much as yourself and see what you can come up with together.
The first step is, actually finishing a map and sharing it with people.
You can just do whatever you want. I mean, there's so much freedom in what you can make.
Be unique, stand out, and really provide something that somebody's never seen before.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Jonesies, Bonesies, and everyone in between, welcome to the Fortnite Summer Block Party Day 1 pre-show. My name is Sundown, and I'm joined here by the always fantastic Bala. Bala, how you feeling today, man?
I'm so excited. I literally am jumping out of my shoes right now. The stage is awesome. The crowd is awesome, and I can't wait to get into the action.
It's going to be incredible today. Now, with day 1 just around the corner, we're going to take a look. It will be the Creative Showdown, a 32-person battle on a special map created by Team Evolved and Epic. Shout out to Stormhawk and crew. Now, each one of these teams will be comprised of 4 members. Bala, why don't you break us down kind of how they're formed up?
Yeah, so the squad will be based of 2 Fortnite personalities that you know and love, 1 VIP, which is a celebrity figure, and then 1 golden ticket winner. Sundown, what is that?
So the golden ticket winners were con-goers over at the E3 who attended the Fortnite booth, were in a creative trial, got under a certain threshold, and then were able to spin the giant prize wheel, land that golden ticket, and then get a spot to compete on this stage in front of all of you wonderful Fortnite fans. Let's take a look and talk to those golden ticket winners real quick.
What up, Fortnite fam? My name is Dan Liang.
My name is Tony No.
What's going on, guys? My name is Davi Air.
My name is Lester Mazariego.
Hi, I'm Daniel Lin.
My name is Rafael Martinez.
My name is Nathan Larson.
Hey guys, I'm Zach Hardy.
My gamer tag is GS_Tango. Tango comes from my first and last name, T_No, but a lot of people just say Tango, so I just kind of adopted that.
Beast Nerd is kind of my logo, my thing, my trademark. Beast, coming from a hard work ethic. I got the big glasses and everything like that, so I think the Beast Nerd is kind of a mesh between the two.
My gamer tag is this is Zach Hardy because I spent 4 hours trying to pick a name and everything was taken.
Ambush King. It originally came from my mom and dad, believe it or not, because my mom and dad were hardcore gamers, and they still are.
My gamer tag is my first name and last name, so people call me just Lester.
My gamer tag is Ham Bam because my friends always said I go really hard, and I also like ham.
First I saw on Twitter you guys were saying, oh, these golden ticket winners just come to the booth, and so I was like, I'm gonna try as many times as I can until I get it.
When I got to spin the roulette and I got the golden ticket, I was just screaming.
When I won, it was just super crazy.
When I came to the booth and I won the golden ticket, it was unreal. I'm so excited.
Winning tomorrow would be like, basically be the craziest thing in my gaming career.
I've been dreaming to play in a Fortnite event since I started playing.
So I'm just gonna focus on my building and trying not to die.
We're gonna be putting it in, guns out, puns out, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? We gonna put it down for sure.
It's gonna be a great time to be able to say, yeah, I won at the Summer Block Party.
For everyone else playing on this event, good luck. Tell me what second looks like.
You don't know how to build?
You guys are done, yo. You ain't ready for Tango.
Let's show them how we shine, baby.
I mean, that was incredibly impressive. They must feel incredible going from attending E3, spinning the wheel, getting the spot, and they brought a little bit of swagger to the stage right there, Bala.
Yeah, I mean, these guys even, throwing out some words of, competition against the rest of them. I like it, and I talked to a bunch of them. They're just so excited to be here, and I mean, just like everybody else in this room. Am I right, guys?
I can only imagine. Now, you've seen the stage, you've gotten a quick chance to meet the players, but we need to get them into their seats, so I think they're ready. Are you guys ready for the players to walk out?
Yeah.
And with that, let's bring out our first team representing in the Creative Showdown. It will be the Funky Fighters, Laserbeam, Wildcat, Jack Dylan Grazer, and GS Tango, and here they are right now. You can see them popping off, going off there. Laserbeam out there actually has its supporter creator tattooed on his forearm. Bala, that's dedication.
That's crazy. And of course, Wildcat, we all know him as the content creator, the guy who does all sorts of funny things. I think I saw him actually guitar dance across the entire map and still win the game.
Incredibly impressive right there. And Jack Dylan Grazer from It and Shazam as well. We got a chance to talk with them real quick before this. Let's see what they had to say going into the competition.
G'day guys, I'm Laserbeam and I'm with the Funky Fighters. As you can tell, we're taking this competition very seriously, so watch out. Can I do this? Hold on, put this in. Yeet. Okay, Laser.
Well, Laserbeam not necessarily taking everything as seriously as maybe everybody else, but that's okay. That's what we want to see. We want to see some personality. Regardless, let's introduce the next team to the floor. It's going to be the Chicken Champions, comprised of One Shot Girl, Nick A30, Chandler Riggs, and Handband, the Golden Ticket winner. There they are, coming onto the stage right there, the Chicken Champions. And I mean, One Shot Girl and Nick A30, they've played together before in some of those other competitions, the Friday Fortnite, and they've actually attained squad elimination records. That's insane, so they have the chemistry already.
They are insane. We've seen them in a bunch of the different competitions. You see Tender Defender out there rocking in the front, and they will be led by Chandler Riggs, and you know he has the ability to slay out, whether it is the zombies in The Walking Dead or on the stage here in Fortnite. Let's catch up with them and see what they had to say before the creative showdown.
Now your teammate is Chandler Riggs. Yes. I had the pleasure of playing with Chandler in the last Pro-Am. We got third. So do you know much about him? Are you excited to play with him?
I know he's one heck of an actor. He's an amazing character on The Walking Dead, so it should translate well. I mean, he's good at surviving in The Walking Dead, so it should translate well into Fortnite, and can't wait.
He actually is not on The Walking Dead anymore. He didn't survive on The Walking Dead.
Please don't hate us. I'm sorry.
Whoa. Whoa, spoilers?
Not even a warning?
I know, right? God, just totally rude right there, but fantastic for the Chicken Champions. They're gonna look to live up to the name and avoid laying an egg on the stage. Now, the next team coming out, you know them, you love them, it's the Fish Fam, comprised of Muso, Vicstar, Mackenzie, Borg, and Confamous. Now, Muso wants you to know his name is pronounced as Muso, the Australian-based content creator down there. Mackenzie Borg, the American-based singer and songwriter who's on The Voice and American Idol.
Yeah, and then obviously Rick Vicstar as well as the UK-based content creator. He makes tons of awesome content. I can't wait to see what these guys have to do. I mean, I love the Fish Fam. They're awesome. I mean, I took a picture with Benji Fisher the other day. It was a good time.
All about it. Vicstar been around since the very beginning, and Confamous will be the golden ticket winner, rounding out the Fish Fam. Let's hear their thoughts going into the competition.
Now, for those at home that maybe don't know and cannot pronounce your name, I feel like it's probably fitting to give them a formal, this is how you pronounce it. Right now, what is it?
Muselk. So it's like Muse and Elk.
Muselk. It's very easy, okay? Even I had to know.
There you guys go. Muselk. That's how you do it. Don't say anything else. But that's going to be them. And then we also have to welcome another team to the stage. It's the Little Whip Warriors. You know them. So let's see them. Here they come. It's comprised of Cypher PK, Lachlan, Phantoms, the DJ duo, and then obviously the golden ticket winner, Brokori. So Cypher PK is one of the guys that we know. He's almost qualified for the World Cup with his teammate Ranger, so that's going to be a strong one coming into this.
I mean, this entire team is stacked from top to bottom. Lost Gangs play all the time. Fantastic DJ duo in there. And actually, the golden ticket winner, Brokori, is a competitive player as well. We've seen him on a ton of those qualifying casts. He's been up there popping off. Getting to see him at E3, he's like, I'm so excited I get to compete on this stage. Let's catch up with them and see what they had to say going into the showdown.
Would you ever cosplay as Lil Whip?
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. I think I just have to get a lot of ice cream, maybe get in my tub and just pour the ice cream in there. That'd be a good cosplay.
Okay, we went there. Yes, great.
I don't really know what to say about a bathtub full of ice cream except yes, Cypher PK, I like where your head's at. The Little Whip Warriors, that's dedication indeed, but not to be outdone. Let's bring out our next team, hailing all the way from Brazil. We have Raven's Revenge, comprised of Sharsha, Patriota, Rafael Dracon, and this is Zach Hardy. You can see there the Raven popping off, trying to get everyone hyped, going on there, everyone on theme there with the black and the purple. I mean, Bala, they look excited to be here.
They look excited, but they also look menacing. I mean, those signs that they're throwing out, I'm excited to see what they have to throw out. And obviously, we also have Rafael Dracon joining us, who is a writer of actually fantasy. So that's my favorite, type of fiction. I like to see it.
Yeah, big fan there. And actually 2 birthday boys out there as well, with Sharshok's birthday being yesterday and Dracon's birthday being today. So make sure you wish them a happy birthday, and let's see what they had to say before taking the stage.
Hi guys, I'm Pretiora.
I'm Rafael Dracon. And I'm Sharshok.
And we came all the way from Brazil to represent Raven's Revenge.
Yeah, these guys, they're gonna be protecting me. They feel like an Avenger. Yeah, let's protect our VIP.
Yeah, that's it, guys. We're gonna get some money for charity. Thank you.
So they're playing for charity. That's what we're all doing it for, a good cause. But we still have a few more teams to welcome to the floor. And this one's one that people are going to be excited about. It's the Llama Record Company. And that's comprised of Loser Fruit, Courage JD, Jordan Fisher, and the golden ticket winner, Lester. So let's see if they'll grace us with their presence on the floor. Here they come.
Wow, and look at them come out right there. You got DJ Yonder repping as well. You can see Jordan throwing up the I love yous to the crowd. Courage getting into it. The entire team, I mean, you know they love this walkout. Jordan was actually at the Pro-Am as well as Jack last year. Jack, be careful, don't hurt your toe. We know what happened last time you did that there.
Definitely don't want to stub your toe, but okay. You know, looking like a snack, so it's all good. Courage always doing that. But as well, Jordan Fisher, I mean, what can't he do? What can't he do? He can do anything.
He can do anything, and let's actually take a chance to catch up and talk to the team captain for the Llama Record Company.
Jordan Fisher from Llama Record Co. here. I've got Courage, JD, and Loser Fruit on my team. I honestly am really just sad in advance for anybody that finds us on this map.
Thank you so much there, Jordan. Fantastic there. And we're getting into our final 2 teams. Now, bear with me on this one. It's a tongue twister. Say it 5 times fast. Welcome out the Sunshine Soldiers. Here we go. Compromise of Pokimane, Madison, the Lost Kings, and Davier. Now, apologize earlier. It was Phantoms on the teams. Lost King, the other DJ pairing. So all 5 of them out there. Davier as well, the golden ticket winner. Actually rap battled against Logic last year at the Party Royale and was an actor in Black Lightning as well. Madison being one of the pro players there for Gen G. So great squad all around here.
Yeah, and definitely aptly named the Sunshine Soldiers. I mean, Pokimane, she just exudes Sunshine Sundown. It's awesome to see such positive figures and influence in our community.
Yeah, tons of positivity coming out from that team between Davier, the Lost Kings, Pokimane, and Madison. We got a chance to catch up with them. Let's hear what their thoughts were before taking the stage.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Davier representing the Sunshine Soldiers. And if y'all don't know, we gonna hit them with that flash of light. That's how it is. We sunshine, baby. And I'm having a good time. I cannot wait to play with Pokimane and Scissors. You know, Scissors is, he's prime time, ready to go. Of course, he's got the big runs, the mega runs, He does all the traps and everything. It's gonna be insane. I'm having a fantastic time. We're gonna put it down. Pokey, Scissors, it's gonna be wild. I'm ready. I'm absolutely ready. What's going on with it?
Hey, you heard there was a team change, right?
Huh?
Scissors is sick. He's not here.
Okay. All right, cool.
No, it's fine, though. You have Madison from Gen G.
Oh. Okay. See, I thought. Okay, see, Madison is way better than Scissors. All right, cool.
Everything's fine.
All right, you scared me.
Close call there. Close call.
Big close call. Okay, cool.
There you go, Davier. I mean, he rap battled on stage with Logic last year. That was some hot fire. And of course, we do have to say, Scissors, please do feel better. I mean, strep throats, that's something you really want to have to deal with, and we hope you feel better soon, very fast. Come back to us. But regardless, we got one more Sundown. It's the Cuddle Crew, and this one is a strong team. I mean, we have Aiden, KU, they are teammates. They also have Xavier Woods, who is a professional wrestler, and they have the moves already. They're getting hyped. Everybody is getting hyped. They also have, obviously, the golden ticket winner, Rafael Martinez. And I think I just lost Sundown. He's going to
Yeah, you lost me because I promised Aiden at E3 I'd give him a big hug when he walked out onto the stage, so I'll get one in there. And we'll get everybody with the Cuddle Crew. We're being on brand. We're getting in there. They're excited to take the stage. You can see them right there, right now. Aiden being the only controller player to qualify for the duos portion of the Fortnite World Cup so far. Let's listen in to what they had to say before the Creative Showdown.
His team is so stacked. How did you manage to convince Epic to put Ghost, Kayun, and Xavier on your team to be the most stacked squad here at the Pro-Am?
Oh, for sure. This is super interesting because other people are like, how'd you get on the same team with your own teammates? So basically they just asked, they gave me an opportunity to play. They gave Kayun an opportunity to play, put us on the same team. And I don't know, man, we're just getting ready to go out and do it for charity. We're going to put on the show for sure.
I mean, that is what Aiden does best, regardless of if it is at PAX or TwitchCon. Whenever he is on a stage, he puts on an absolute show. I mean, Bala, they're definitely going to be my favorites. Who is somebody else who you think the crowd should be keeping an eye on?
I just love the positivity out of the Sunshine Soldiers. I mean, Davier, the stuff that he said, obviously in the clip that we listened to, and then obviously those players as well. They're so positive, and I love to see it because you have to stay positive here. This is a new game mode. We don't know how to play it.
No, it's completely new. Nobody knows what's going on, and you can get involved as well. Use that hashtag Summer Block Party. Let us know which one of the teams you're rooting for. Is it Ravens Revenge out of Brazil? Is it Llama Wreck-It Cove with Courage JD and Jordan Fisher? You can share your thoughts, opinions there. Join the conversation and get involved because, we love sharing those out there. We love hearing what you have to say. Ball and I will go back through. We'll be looking at it. We'll be interacting with you guys.
Yeah, I love to see everybody who, tweets that hashtag, says what they want to see, says what they're excited about, says what they're happy about and thankful for. I just love reading those.
Yeah, we love talking to the players, which is what we're going to get a chance to do right now. So we're going to throw it all the way up top to Kitty Plays. Kitty, hey, can you hear me all the way up there? That's a bit far.
Oh, I can hear you up here, all right, Sundown. We are up here on the top deck of the stage right now. Players are just getting settled in for the event, and I've got the incredible Chicken Champions up here with me. We've got One Shot Girl, Nick A. Thirdly, Chandler Riggs, and our golden ticket winner. I am so excited to see you guys play. Nick, how have you been preparing for today?
So I've just been playing Fortnite every single day. It's a grind constantly. The streams have been going every day. So I think I got the experience and I'm ready to rock. We got an amazing team. Communication's on point. Ready to roll?
Ready to roll. I'm excited to see how you guys do. And Julie, I want to know, okay, I know you don't trash talk very much online, but who are you most excited to face up against today?
Jordan has been talking a big game, Jordan Fisher, so I'm ready to see him. I'm ready to see him in game.
Well, I hope to see your name in the action feed eliminating him. That'll be interesting. And who is your favorite team here right now?
The Chicken Champions. I mean, I gotta say, I gotta root for us, so.
Well, you guys already have champion in your name, so not much to live up to. Now, Chandler, you and I played last year in the Pro-Am. What have you done in the last year to prepare for today?
Fortnite, just nonstop, just not every day, every night, just Fortnite. No, I am much more prepared this year, and I am very excited to take you guys on. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it'll be great. Maybe first this time. Yeah, you got this. All right, you won the golden ticket. How does it feel to be up here on the stage right now?
It feels unreal and amazing to be able to play with all the huge content creators, celebrities, so it's amazing. I'm shook.
Now, I saw you taking some selfies over there. Who are you sending them to?
What was that?
I saw you taking some selfies at your computer. Who are you going to send them to?
To all my friends back home in Boston. They're all going to see this. I told them to all tune in, so they're ready. Shout outs to Boston.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now that you guys have seen the stage, what do you think of it?
It's absolutely amazing. The crowd is insane. The hype, I feel it. And the lighting is incredible. Everything about it. You guys rock out there. We love you.
Yes, that's so great. And also, Julie, I talked to you earlier. You're excited for the map. I gave you a few pointers. Okay, don't worry, I gave everyone some pointers. But is there any special strategy that you have going into this very first game?
Yes, and we can't tell you.
That's it, everybody. Well, I'm so excited to see how you guys go, see if you live up to the champion name, but we got to get into these games, and to do that, I'm going to send it back down to Sundown.
Thank you so much, Kitty and the Chicken Champions. They seem very well prepared. I know Chandler has definitely been putting in the hours. You can hear it up there. All of them sound incredibly excited, and they have a bunch of experience in Fortnite combined, Bala.
Yeah, but experience isn't really going to take you that far because we're playing a completely different mode. But you know what the community does and the players do with new stuff? They do things that we couldn't even imagine, Sundown. Like, that's how we have competitive Fortnite right now. It's crazy, so I can't wait to see what they're going to do.
Yes, everything is always changing, whether it is in-game or behind the scenes with how everything works. So we're going to throw it over to a package with You Know Him, You Love, and Captain Shenanigans, Zeke, walking you through some of the tech and productions that happens behind the scenes.
What's up, Fortnite fam? I'm Zeke, and we're here at the LA Forum for the Summer Block Party. Now I'm gonna take you guys inside for a behind-the-scenes look at how the show you watch at home gets made. Let's go. And this is the caster desk. This is where some of your favorite human beings, like this guy, what's up, commentate your games. We're gonna go up on the second level. There's more PCs up here, more players, more lights, more cameras, more Fortnite. Of course, we've got 50 PCs up the top, 50 PCs down below, and some of your favorite Fortnite content creators, influencers, celebrities will take the stage and be playing here on the Summer Block Party.
Behind me, you can see all the madness that we deal with and we're constantly looking at. And we're kind of piecing together all of these different perspectives you're seeing into the show that you guys are watching back home.
Oh, hi. We're in the command center. This is where the show gets made, how it all gets cut together.
I'm the technical director, so I'll use this production switcher to switch between the different video sources that we have. Every source of the show is routed into this switcher, and the director, Joe, is going to sit next to me, and he is always a treat to work with.
Ready, 12, start your move. Go save screen in the wall, go save screen in the wall. No, that's the wrong save screen. What are you doing?
And this is the last stop, the Players Lounge. This is where everyone's hanging out before they take to the stage. Now, Fortnite fam, I gotta go. I'm in full wardrobe. I'm really excited, and I can't wait to see you guys at the Summer Block Party.
Thank you so much there, Captain Shenanigans, AKA Zeke, AKA DJ Zeke, AKA whatever else you are going by, depending on the day. Gives you a nice little sneak peek into the stage. And I have to say, it really is quite impressive how everything goes into this to go together. You guys will see it in a little bit what we all mean, but I mean just behind the scenes when you get to kind of see the control panel and all the people who put in so much work, because it's not just the people in the front of the house. There's all the observers, the directors, the producers who put in so many hours to make sure the stuff even works.
Yeah, it's surprising they brought Zeke back there. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't break anything, but we're good. Everything is fantastic, and really, it is amazing. I mean, just standing here and just feeling it, the energy is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy indeed being down here on the floor as well, watching the players come out, being in there with the Cuddle Crew was fantastic, but we're actually gonna throw it back up top as well to Pookie Face, who is now there for an interview. Pookie, who do you got?
Thank you so much, Sundown. I am up here on the stage with Laserbeam. Speaking of Cuddle Crew, he's looking very cuddly. Hello.
Can I get a yeet or something? Let's do it, kids. Yes! Oh, I'm not on anymore. I'm not on the camera.
Okay, for those of you in the crowd that didn't see it, he has a yeet tattoo on his bicep.
Hold on, can I come up to this?
He's going up there, okay.
Definitely one of the stupidest things I've ever done. You know, definitely one of the stupidest things I've ever done.
I mean, I don't think so. I think you're great. So, being here today on the stage in front of this many people, you know, I know you're excited to get into the games. Do you have a strategy going into them at all?
No, nothing. I have no idea what I'm gonna do.
Okay, well that's, you know what, great to hide it from your opponents, right? That's the main strategy.
My plan is to lose, but try and lose in style somehow.
Well, you've already got the style locked down, so I think, you know, that's point number one for Laserbeam here. So you're playing tomorrow as well. Do you want to talk a little bit about the charity that you're going to be playing for?
I think it might have been a bit scuffed when I submitted it, but I'm planning to donate to Ronald McDonald House, which is a charity that kind of like houses the families of sick kids while they're going through like treatment and surgery and stuff like that. So yeah.
It's an excellent cause. I like it. Now, you have a lot of content creation that you do. How is that kind of like prepared you? Do you play Fortnite every day?
Yes. Yes, every single day. I love the game, but it causes me great pain because a lot of sweaty people that crank 90s like to kill me.
90s. Yeah, for sure. Now, you said that you're from Australia. There's a lot of, venomous creatures that can eliminate you there. You're always kind of living day to day, looking over your shoulder. Do you think that's prepared you for this?
I mean, I live in like a nice suburb in like an air-conditioned house. I mean, I'm not really scared of none of the animals, It hasn't prepared me at all, no.
I like it. Well, you know what? If you get too nervous, if you get too anxious, you can always just put the hood down and just kind of play it out, freaking out. Yeah, for sure. Well, is there anything else you want to say? Any hellos you want to tell anyone?
I think I should just stop talking because last time I did one of these, I got in trouble for swearing. So I should probably just stop talking. I got to be careful.
Okay, well, on that.
Code Laser. I heard one person say it. I love it.
Thank you so much, Laser. Congratulations for making it this far. Best of luck to you today. Back to you guys down there.
Thank you so much, Pookie and Laser. Incredibly well done from both of you. Thank you for avoiding cursing there. And well done. Sometimes you get a yeet or get yeeted there. Bala has the code on the arm as well. That is dedication to the cause and to making sure you plug it right there. But with that being said, we're almost done with the pre-show. We're getting in towards the end. Bala, I want your last thoughts, whether it's on the players, on the game modes. What are some of the things on your mind before we get going?
I just cannot wait to see what they're going to do, what strategies they're going to develop in this short period of time. We're only going to get 6 matches of this. And, I mean, the things that you could do, the things that they're going to develop, we already gotten a little bit of a preview. They haven't seen it at all. They're actually playing it right now and getting a chance to, see it before they play. And they're game to game, it's going to change. It's going to change what they do, what their plan is. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be incredibly interesting. This is the first time we will ever see creative on a stage like this. Some of the biggest Fortnite personalities and celebrities all in one place. And again, also don't forget, we're gonna do it all again tomorrow. This is just a day 1 of the summer block party. Tomorrow we'll be back with the ProAm. And also, what's going on inside is only part of the overall experience. Just like Fortnite, it's not just what is going on in the game. We also have the festival and all the carnival stuff outside, so make sure you go check that out as well and get the full experience. Walk around, talk to some other people, check those out, and share what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, there's a Slip Truth booth out there. There's all sorts of awesome things to do, tons of activities, so make sure you check it out. I want to go out there, on my breaks and whatever and have a good time. I'm sure everybody else will, but we're going to have a blast in this room right now. I can't wait to get into these Creative Showdown matches. Again, it's just going to be so much fun, Sundown.
It's going to be so much fun, and we're actually going to have a quick little sneak peek right now into Ghost Aiden while he's setting up and playing on the match. So there he is. You can kind of get an idea of what might be going on with the Cuddle team. So this is just, again, a quick little look in. You can see the scoreboard in the top right. So to kind of familiar yourself right now, in the top right will be the score. In the top middle there on your screen, you can see which team is end up controlling the zone. And then the bottom left, you can see the players' elimination totals.
Yeah, so a little bit of a preview ahead of everything as Aiden gets sniped there, but those control points that you see on the map are going to be exactly where you want your VIP to go. A kind of control point style map. I mean, a lot of people are familiar with that type of style. You accrue points by staying in the control point. That's all there is to it. Simple. But, these guys are going to make it complicated.
Well, and additionally, if you guys are able to do math, unlike Zeke, I'm sorry, I love you, there are 8 teams. There is only those 3 spots that you saw up there, and then maybe a little surprise as well. So it's going to be chaotic. It's going to be hectic. But what more could you ask for out of a Fortnite event and out of the very first Creative Showdown?
Yeah, these creative maps that people are playing. I mean, we talked about Lachlan. We saw a little bit of the World Cup creative trials that have been happening. They're just so much fun to play. I mean, there's so much potential, too, in terms of what you can do. I play Storm Wars all the time. I play, the Death Run maps as well. Those are just so exciting. So much fun to just hang out and play with your friends.
players, ever expanding on what they're able to do. But enough from us. That is it. The pre-show is now over, and it is time to kick off the Fortnite Summer Block Party Creative Showdown. We're gonna send it over to the stage with Zeke. Zeke, take it away.
What's up, Fortnite fam? Welcome to the Summer Block Party. I'm Zeke, and we're hanging out at the historic LA Forum with some very special guests to bring you a Fortnite experience like you've never seen before. Now, we've had 9 incredible weeks of open qualifier competition, so we figured we'd take a break, have some fun before the final duo qualifier later on this week. We've got 2 action-packed days heading your way. Today, the Creative Showdown. Tomorrow, the ProAm returns. Everyone will, of course, be playing for charity money. And I mean, look at these crazy trophies. Are you guys ready? No. Fortnite fam, I said, are you ready? Then let's start the show! Let's go! Oh my God. It all comes down to this. Victory Royale! That just happened. Our house DJ, Mike Realm. He's absolutely incredible. He's going to be spinning for us all evening long. Now, Fortnite fam, if you've been watching the open qualifiers, you recognize us, but I feel like we're missing 2 people. And those 2 people are going to be the ones getting us through the game. So for now, let's send it up to Golden Boy and Dr. Lupo!
Thank you so much, Zeke, and thank you so much, everyone here in the Forum in LA. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is hype. This is the Creative Showdown. How you feeling today? I like it. Maybe you should try it. I think you have a better rapport with them than I do.
You may be a global treasure and a national icon, treasure, global icon. I can never get it right.
You can never remember.
But my name is Dr. Lupo, and if you're here at the LA Forum in beautiful Los Angeles, California, I need you to make some noise right now.
Really good.
That's a little better.
You're way more over than I am.
I've done it one or two times.
You've done it one or two times. And, you know, I will say, though, it's a joy to be back here with you once again. Last year, we had the opportunity to commentate the Fortnite ProAm together. And now, a year later, so much has happened in the world of Fortnite. And we are here at the historic Forum in LA, about to call probably one of the craziest things you're ever going to see. It's a world premiere game mode and map, something that we have not done before in a Fortnite competition, Lupo. And I have to say, I said it, you know, previous days when we got a chance to look at it. It's one of the most fun things I've ever had the pleasure of commentating in my career.
It is actually pretty crazy. We've done some rehearsals, so everybody that's out there, keep in mind, it might not be brand new to us, but everybody that's on the stage, minus that little warm-up game, they have no idea what's coming down the pipe. It is going to be insane. That's right. There's a lot of creativity that's been put into this creative map. Lo and behold, there we go, the correlation of words. Pretty good at that. But I do, honestly, if you could, please, I need to know more about the game mode.
That's right. So let's just jump right into it. We've been talking about it. We've really hinted at it, but now it's time to show you the Sky Station Showdown. Take a look.
Welcome to the Creative Showdown. This brand new map is a collaboration between Team Evolve and Epic, made specifically for this event. Now let's break down how it all works. For this very special event, we are bringing you an exciting King of the Hill style game built in creative by Team Evolve. 8 teams of 4 players will start at their home base on the edge of this massive flying city. Together, they will push 3 capture circles, racking up points by holding them down for their team. As each team heads toward the capture points, they'll need to protect their team's VIP, who plays a key role in this game mode. If they get eliminated, they'll respawn at the team's home base. The VIP is the only player who can earn points for your team while in the capture circle, earning 3 points per second. They are also the only ones who can wield the Infinity Blade, which deals massive melee damage and enables the wielder to jump incredible distances. It's the rest of the team's job to make sure the VIP gets to the capture circle and stays there as long as possible without being eliminated. With 3 capture circles across the map, teams have to strategize to figure out which point they'll be able to hold. Pay attention to your surroundings, because if lots of teams are fighting for the same point, there could be an open circle elsewhere. Hold up. Did I say 3 capture circles? Actually, there's a 4th one. Partway through the match, the 4th capture circle in the center of the map will open up and will award 4 times more points per second than the others. But with high reward comes high risk. After each match, teams will be ranked based on how long they held the capture circles and earn overall points based on their rank in that game. Those points will be added to an overall leaderboard, and at the end of 6 matches, the team with the most points wins.
I told you it was crazy. I wasn't joking. You see on your screen here, just a quick update of the format. Capture points on your left. This is how they play the game. And the first team to 1,000 of those in-game points, they get the victory royale, or the highest scoring team at the end of the game, which is 15 minutes long. Right there at the bottom left, the outer circles, those top 3 are worth 3 points a second, only if the VIP is inside uncontested. But after 8 minutes, GB, when there's 7 minutes left on the clock, that bottom circle, capture point D, 12 points a second.
That's right.
It's so crucial.
The golden point will unlock, and it will be carnage. Now, separated from that, teams that place, depending on how they end up in the game, whether that be 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, as you see there on the right side of your screen, that is the points that they will earn. And across 6 games, we will determine who our winner will be. And boy, I have to say, our players are getting geared up. They don't have a lot of time with this. We had an opportunity to talk to them earlier, get some of their thoughts, and share with them how we felt about the game mode. And then as I had explained it to people, the one word that kept coming out of everyone's mouths was crazy. So yes, Team Evolve, the crew that designed this, I also had a chance to speak to them. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. It is going to be so cool when these teams finally take the stage. And you know, Lupo, I have to say, the other part of it too is their loadouts, right? You're going to be using blue weapons, so you'll have a blue tac. You also wait. You seem like you have some.
Oh, I just wanted to talk specifically about that. You were going to say
it's
a blue AR.
Yeah, a blue AR.
Blue tactical shotgun.
Yes. I feel like you're coming up with
blue hunting rifle.
Yes.
Impulse nades.
Yes.
And that's it. But do you want to know something kind of cool? One thing that
I knew it.
Do you want to know one thing that they don't have, Golden Boy?
I knew it. I knew this was happening.
One of these bad boys right here, but I do.
Okay, well,
do you know that
I thought we were friends.
Listen, all right, I trust you.
Okay.
You trust me?
I trust you.
And if you're here at the Forum in LA and you would like to acquire one of these, you can actually go pick it up. It's in the merch store right now. And the coolest thing I think about it is this dart right here. This is the only one signed by Dr. Lupo in history, and now it's going out into the crowd.
Oh boy.
Enjoy.
Oh no.
Good luck and be gentle to each other down there.
It's a good thing you didn't pelt like a grandmother or something, man.
Meanwhile, this one's coming home with me.
Oh, that's not fair. Okay, well, that was that. There you go. That's pretty awesome. And once again, you can pick that up here at the event. So huge shout out to Nerf for that one. But let's now talk about the rosters. You saw them make their way out earlier in the pre-show, getting the love from the crowd.
There you go.
Some good teams here.
Some roster here.
Good teams. Good. I would have to say, like, I think that the compositions of players and the skill levels may vary very well, probably except for the Cuddle Crew, which has, I think, a pretty stacked team.
You're trying to say you think the Cuddle Crew is the most likely team to win this.
Come back to me later on that. I don't know. I haven't quite settled on it yet.
Here in a second. A lot of very well-known names, both on the content creator and the celebrity, the VIP side. Don't forget, all 8 of those golden ticket winners are part of that team. Here's your celebrity roster, though. Chandler Riggs, Jack Dylan Grazer, Jordan Fisher, Raphael Dracon, Phantoms, Mackenzie Borg, Xavier Woods, and the Lost Kings.
And Xavier Woods giving himself
a big hug.
A good cut. And then here are your golden ticket winners. Ham Bam Tango, Lester, Zach Hardy, Bracori, Confamous, Beast, and Ambush King. You know, Davier, this guy, I don't know how he manages. He has, you said it, he has to buy a lotto ticket.
Yeah, you snuck in, dude. That's got to be the case.
It's unbelievable stuff from these guys there. They went through the trials earlier this week, and then they were able to get to this point. Pretty fun, pretty fun. And they're also going to be playing for a decent amount of money. Also, those golden ticket winners are going to have something very special as well. Let's actually take a gander at that right now. So, as we had mentioned previously, this event is for charity. So all these players are going to be competing for the respective charity of their choice. $1 million.
$1 million charity prize pool is
being given away in charity prizing. That is incredible stuff there. So huge shout out to Epic for providing that. $350,000 will go to first place, and that will be divvied up amongst our 3 celebrities that will be playing on the stage. So a third each for basically getting that first place prize.
Keep in mind, no matter where they place, every single team, all 8 teams take home a little bit of charity money for every single one. So the benefit here to help a lot of good organizations is huge. You love to see it, but there is the right side of the screen right there is very important. The #1 team, their golden ticket winner. First, they got lucky at E3. They made their way here. They got selected to be on a team. Imagine if you win 2 tickets, flights, hotel, all the way out to New York City for the World Cup Finals, July 26th to the 28th.
It's going to be an incredible event. Maybe it could be Ambush King you're going to see on the map. It could be Ham Bam. Who knows? We'll have to find out in just a little bit. But we got a lot of people here in the crowd about to enjoy themselves. Some Fortnite action. It's been quite the show so far, and I know everyone wants to jump into some gameplay. And don't worry, we're going to be doing that relatively soon. But, you know, also there's been some fun things. I think if there's one thing Fortnite is, it's always fun, and there's always something crazy going on in the world of Fortnite. And Lupo, I understand that you had the opportunity to play something that I never thought would make its way to Fortnite. What was it?
So at E3 this year, if you made it out to Los Angeles and made your way to the convention, you got tickets, you were lucky enough to make your way to the Fortnite booth, you had the opportunity to play a game mode called Prop Hunt. something we've seen in the past, and a number of creative teams put something together. I had the chance to stream it. I may have recorded a couple Twitter videos as well and put those out there. So Prop Hunt is a classic community mod being reimagined within Fortnite by the talented Stray Kite dev team. It's basically a face-off of hide and seek. You have 2 teams of 8. And they take turns playing the hunters and the props, and you scan items on the map and literally become them as a prop. And if you can last your way all the way to the end as a prop and collect the coins and sneak your way around, you'll get the victory royale. Meanwhile, the hunters have a plethora of weapons and boogie bombs to try and seek out the props that may be hiding in plain sight. It's a really, really cool mode. I'm super excited for it to come apparently very soon. We might see it before you know it, all the way to Fortnite on pretty much every device that I own, which is still insane to me.
Yeah, it's also probably on my toaster.
Yeah, I think you can play it on your fridge too.
Yeah, it's like because I play like a toaster on my toaster.
Good.
It's great. It's great for me, right? It's great for me. Well, all right, enough of the jibber jabber. Ladies and gentlemen in the forum, are you ready for some gameplay?
Okay, GB, I respect it, but that's not loud enough.
We did this last time, and now we got to do it. Now you got to do it.
Look, even Laserbeam is standing up, cheering the crowd on. If you're here at the Forum in Los Angeles, California, make some noise. That's what I'm talking about.
I feel like they're cheating the mics. That's what I feel like. I'm a global icon. That's not fair. That's not fair. But anyway, in case, folks, it's about to go down. Sky Station Showdown. We broke down the map, and don't worry, as we are in the game, we're going to continue to educate and help you all through it, because here we go. The first match of the Summer Block Party Sky Station Showdown is now live. And look at this map, and such a brilliant job by Team Evolve putting this one together. There you can see our VIPs. They have their game faces on, Lupo.
I've never seen more serious faces in my entire life. And you do keep in mind, on your screen right now, the gentleman down on the floor, Sundown and Bala, took an opportunity to kind of explain it. But let's go over this real quick. The top middle of your screen, and here's all 3 of the initial control points. There's a 15-minute timer. That's how long all 6 of these matches will be. Remember, after 8 minutes have gone through, at 7 minutes remaining, that 4th control point in the bottom middle does open up, and that's worth 12 points per second. And at the top right corner, you do have the entire list of standing for this current game. And up there at the top, you got a little back and forth between your, I believe, your favorite choice, the Cuddle Crew.
That's right. I am
a record company for just a second, bouncing back and forth. The Sunshine Soldiers.
I'm a big fan of the Cuddle Crew. Think that this is going to be a dominant team here in second place, as you had mentioned previously, Lupo. And a lot of our other teams, Chicken Champions, Little Whip, the Funky Fighters, as well as Raven's Revenge, not able to gain any points. Finally, it's going to be Little Whip making their way onto the scoreboard there. And hopefully they will be able to climb up, because the game is not out of hand just yet. No one's really been able to establish themselves in a very firm lead here. There you can see Courage along with our golden ticket winner. The other golden ticket winner is actually going to go in for the fight. I believe that's actually going to be, I want to say, yeah, that's Ambush King Daviero who's going to be in the action, but then Courage JD able to take one down, and he finds himself another. And that is going to clear out this objective and allow them to hold it down. And remember, you do have builds. You get Siphon from health and builds. You get a little bit of that to be able to protect your VIP.
Gosh. Courage going absolutely massive there. For just a moment, I think he defended the blue control point like it was an all-you-can-eat chicken parmesan buffet, but does go down eventually. I think he picked up 9 eliminations. Meanwhile, the Sunshine Soldiers, your VIP on the screen, Lost Kings. You see a quick little note there. Robert Abisi and Nick Shanholz named themselves Lost Kings because they felt lost when they first moved to LA. Kind of poetic that they find themselves back here at the Forum right now.
That's right. This venue is very historic. A who's who. A name list that I honestly was blown away by when I walked down through the halls of this venue, and it's been really fun to be here and be able to call some Fortnite. Now, here's the thing, folks. We are pretty early in this game, and Fish Fam have looked very strong. Remember, Fish Fam is going to be Moosel, Vicstar, as well as Mackenzie and Confimus, their golden ticket winner. So they're holding on to that lead, but it is going to be a very fragile one. And you're also going to have some of the Little Whip Warriors now pushing on forward. This is going to be Phantoms, the other duo that we have playing in this competition.
This play actually just moved them from, I believe, 5th all the way into 2nd place, and 1 or 2 more ticks. They're now in 1st. Little Whip Warriors taking over up top. Cypher PK defending his team's honor. You see Lachlan And the Phantoms on your screen as well. Meanwhile, their golden ticket winner sitting on 3 eliminations currently. Laser Beam, though, Impulse Grenade. Keep in mind a couple notes about this game mode if you're watching. There is no fall damage, so while Impulse Grenades are excellent at clearing off a control point, it does not mean they're going to pick up an elim for that. On top of that, every single player, the non-VIPs, start with 5 total possible builds, so 50 wood in their inventory. And on elimination, they're picking up 58 Fear Shield and 25 wood, so kind of 2.5 builds per elim goes straight into the inventory. So there's not a ton of building opportunities. You need to be very particular about where you put what. You see here.
There's a lot of builds being laid out now, Lupo. And this is something I don't think we've seen before when we've reviewed this game. Yeah, Cuddle Crew, no shocker there. And if they hold down, and look at the way that they built the fort around here, but Vances is going to push on in, and they manage to shut him down. Xavier Woods hitting him with a good old-fashioned clothesline along with the Ghost duo.
The goal here, I think, the idea is that they're going to take ownership of this control point entirely until that timer ticks over. By the way, you want to hit that little bit of info up there?
Wait,
top left of your screen.
Oh, yes. Xavier Woods, American professional wrestler. This guy, yes, he is actually in 6 video games. He's also a multi-time tag team champion. And he's got a pretty decent YouTube channel.
I need to be honest with everybody, just so they know the truth. You were fangirling so hard before he got here. You love to see it.
Hey, man, you know, I've had the opportunity to hang out and work with Xavier Woods in a ton of events in the past. Dude is a genuine gamer. He was actually playing Fortnite on his Switch, getting ready for today. That was how hardcore he was about all of this. And then I told him, hey, buddy, you're actually going to be using the Infinity Blade. He says, you know what? I'm going to finish this game out anyway. He proceeded to get eliminated immediately after. But it's okay. We'll gloss right past that one. It's perfectly fine. Score update, though, for everyone. 309 for the Fish fam currently. That is looking great for Mackenzie Borg and his squad, excuse me. They're nailing this map right now.
Mackenzie sitting on 2 eliminations. You see that elim count in the bottom left. Their golden ticket player currently not in. You have to wait for those respawns. And if you do see anything here, if you're here at the forum, if you're watching online, no matter where it is, please do me a favor. Use that hashtag Summer Block Party and share the fun with everybody involved, because you will not see an event like this again. It is insane here.
Yeah, very different format from what we're usually treated to when it comes to a Fortnite event. We're always taken to the island and jumping out of the battle bus for some good old-fashioned Fortnite, but this time around, Sky Station Showdown is going to be the battleground where these players will take the stage. Little Whip Warriors, this is going to be Phantoms, and I think I'm very impressed, I would say, with Phantoms picking up quite a few eliminations. Oh, man, and when you have that Infinity Blade and you get caught in that animation, you can't, it takes a while for it to conclude. And if you manage to play a little keep away there, Lupo, you can punish the Infinity Blade players. So the VIP, while sure they're going to be very powerful, they're not, they're not impervious to pain. They will get hit if you play your cards right.
You're trying to tell me that you can eliminate the player with the sword in their hand? I don't believe you. I'm kidding. 8.5 minutes remaining in this match. Keep in mind when that timer at the top does say 7, that 4th control point worth 4 times as much as the other 3 will open in the bottom middle, and expect chaos almost immediately. It's going to be insane. Fish fam right now sitting at 537 points. Meanwhile, Ravens Revenge here, decent number of eliminations, find themselves down there at 6th. 2 teams though, Funky Fighters, the Chicken Champions, don't have any. So here's what we're gonna do. You ready for this? I need every single attendee to make some noise, because they need you. They need you out there. Please, if you could, cheer them on.
They really do, and I'm pretty shocked that the Chicken Champions are hurting the way they are. They were talking a big game in the pre-show earlier on, Lupo, feeling very confident about how they were going to play. Right now, it has not been looking very good for the team with champions in their name. Now, as far as the Funky Fighters goes, I think Laser's kind of living up to what he said he was going to do to begin with. So
that's a second. It looked like he was looking up to the right. Maybe he's looking for a I'm on TV moment there. 543 points. We had kind of a stall for the Fish fam score to climb. See, starting back up. Meanwhile, the Cuddle Crew, Kayun, one of the best players in Fortnite. His duo, Aiden, in there as well. Both players from Ghost. Meanwhile, Xavier Woods, you see rotating there. Couple sword swings.
But they're picking up a lot of eliminations, but they're not getting any points. But maybe now is going to be the opportunity for them to do so, because the golden point D is opened up. Players are now going to earn 12 points in this particular circle, if they do manage to get in there, they can really get control of this game.
It's actually blowing my mind that we've gone 15 seconds. There we go. The golden ticket winner from the Funky Fighters.
Points.
The Llama Record Company making their way into the middle. They don't get
no
points
alliteration
themselves.
on that name.
I know, that is totally throwing me off. Dear Fortnite, why now?
Why now when we're casting in front of all of these people here?
Big Star and Musel. Solid number of elims, holding it down up top for the Fish Fam, still climbing. You see the bottom right corner of your screen, by the way. Every 1 second of VIP is in one of those top 3 circles. That's 3 points per second. If they're holding the bottom middle, it's 12, but it's got to be uncontested. Xavier Woods saw a chance and goes in. Jordan Fisher, the Llama Record Company, they're in 2nd place. Look at him crouching behind the walls, the little tiny builds. He can't build himself, but his teammates can, and that's the plan here, is to try and take ownership of the bottom, not stay exposed.
They got a lot of value out of that, though, Lupo. They're going to go up to 2nd place. They will be at 660 points. Now, Xavier Woods is going to get back in there, and look how fast those points are going to start to climb. Might be able to pass the Sunshine Soldiers if it all works out for him. Jack Dylan Grazer goes on in there, is going to get neutralized right away. And there are so many players circling around it, just focus firing down low and not allowing anyone to get any kind of footing in there. Even if you put down a build, the wood builds are going to be so weak. You have to double layer them, but you don't have the builds to do it. And then you have the Fish Fam continuing to earn points.
One of the most important strategies I think we're going to see develop over time is you're going to have teams start coordinating their attacks simultaneously. Because if you trickle in, if you send 1 or 2 at a time, if you run into a full team of 4, things are going to go south. Chandler Riggs flying through the air, looking for a lunge on the team from a distance. Trying to make some moves there. Musel boxing Mackenzie Borg inside there. It's actually it's interesting enough. He's safe inside, and that's the Fish Fam holding it down.
That was such a great play, Lupo. The boxing right in the point. No impulses are going to send you out of there. You're protected completely. It's something that, while the impulses are phenomenal to be able to utilize to wipe people away from a point, you can't do anything if a build's going to be up at that moment.
Exactly. You have to remember, too, the VIP with the sword, they can't build. Jack's trying to fight his way out of that little terrain right there, but as the VIP, you have the sword in hand, you can swing for the rafters over and over again, but you can't protect yourself. So your teammates, they've got to come to your rescue, kind of box up and keep you safe. You see here, Xavier trying to throw everybody off up top, 5 eliminations himself.
He needs protection, and his teammates are not going to be around him, and he's going to get picked off. Kayun, by the way, with 25 eliminations currently, but they're not on the scoreboard where they need to be. Down low, though, Jordan Fisher, Courage, Loserfruit. They're going to be tucked in the corner. They're going to win the game. This is it, and they pick it up. Jordan Fisher, Courage, JD, Loserfruit, and Lester pick up game 1.
Absolutely ridiculous. A come from behind victory. I said that bottom middle point was extremely important. 12 points a second is huge. You can hear Courage shouting like crazy in there. Team cohesion at an all-time high.
He's not shouting like crazy.
I think that's the only volume that he knows.
This is true. This
Hugging it out down there. Insane. This is literally only the first of 6 games total for the entire day. Here's a look at the very last second. We literally said boxing up your teammates. You see Courage is inside the box, he's ready to turbo build to protect Lucifer, landing right next door just in case they need to rotate into a second box. And Jordan just playing defensive, kind of wiggling back and forth, doesn't want to get sniped from above, no shots from behind. And what a victory.
And I think what was also really clever about that, too, is I know that they were putting down a lot of shots. And one has to wonder if they were trying to pick up as many eliminations as they can so they can get the 25 builds each elimination that they get from the Siphon. And then at that point, they could send Jordan down there and then start to just turbo build and hold the wall so that Jordan could just be uncontested and not have to deal with any of that pressure. And also, another thing too is that any VIP could just get in there and challenge it or just stop them from earning points, but no one was able to do that in time. They pick up game 1. And what a start to today's action. Pretty cool.
Big moves there. You have to remember, though, there's still 5 more games. That's going to be 5 points for placement for that team, and the trickle down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's still anybody's game. That's the first one down.
That's right.
Plus, now we're going to see teams start to develop new strategies. This is a totally new game mode. None of them have seen it before this, so everything is kind of off the top of their heads.
I saw Lachlan actually turn to his team and start to like strategize. Like you know, there's a lot of people out here, and I know there's like this common misconception that, you know, some of the Fortnite personalities and stuff, especially the ones that just create content on YouTube or Twitch or wherever, you know, maybe they're not as competitive. But here's the thing: once you get on that stage, once you get in the action, you get competitive. That's how it works, because no one wants to go out there looking like some buster. You don't want to lose, you know, like that's not fun. And you don't want to have courage just yelling at you the entire time, right? Because that's not fun. I mean, that you have to deal with that on a daily basis.
That's my life.
Yes, and you look at him, he's so stressed. In any case, we're gonna go down to the floor now. We got Pookie standing by with one of our competitors.
Thank you so much, guys. I am here with our first game winners. Guys, congratulations! Must feel amazing to take game one out of the hands of your competitors. Courage, I gotta ask, how does it feel to be up here right now?
You know, it's great being here at the Fortnite Summer Block Party. The arena is incredible. Epic did such an incredible job, but the best part of this is my team. Everyone's so willing to work together. Everyone's calling out, you know, Jordan Fisher, Loser Fruit, Lester, our golden ticket winner. We have communication unlike any other. Honestly, every other team here should be aspiring to be us, because not only are we incredible in-game, but we're all very gifted and talented dancers and singers too. So it's whatever though. Great first game. I'm proud of my team. They carried me. GG.
Well, that sounds like a really great time. You're not gonna have to do any of the heavy lifting today, so that's great for you. So Jordan, I just want to kind of talk about, you know, you guys were in second place a lot of that game. You just came right up from behind at the very last second there. What happened? How did you guys pull that off?
Clutch factor, really, clutch factor. That's the biggest thing. As an honorary member of the Girthquake squad, I just have to rely on clutch factor. And looking to my left and seeing Loser Fruit, seeing Jack, seeing our new friend Lester, I just knew that it was the right time to push where we needed to push, and that's what got us right here. So we're planning on doing that for the next 5 games, and really looking forward to continuing to talk to you.
Well, I look forward to interviewing you guys again as well. Loser Fruit, I have to ask, you are here with some of your content creator team members. How does it feel to go up against them?
Sorry.
How does it feel to go up against some of your team members here?
Oh yeah, no, it's good. I like seeing that Fish fam actually lost when they were winning the whole time. Imagine choking from being so far ahead. That must suck, Elliot. What? Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Perfect, thank you so much. And Lester, congratulations for being here. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels awesome. I feel honored and blessed to have such a great team. Like Courage said, the communication is awesome. So we're gonna keep winning and going to the finals, baby.
I love the positivity on this team. Thank you guys so much. Good luck in your next games. Back to you guys on the desk.
Thank you so much, Pooks. And actually, fun fact about Lester, you know, he's a dad. So everyone, happy Father's Day to Lester, right? And also to you as well, you know, so there you go.
I both have my own child, and I'm known as the Fortnite dad. So
you are, yes, that is very true. You are the father of all these people here.
You'll love to see the interaction between the team there too. A couple little shots from Loser Fruit at her mates there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you know what they say: it takes the power of 3 to carry Courage, JD. So there's a strong trio there at his side.
Yeah, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that this Aussie, you know, just banter, right?
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of you know, a lot of friction there, right? I'm a little concerned about that flight when they have to. That's a long flight, guys. I don't know, man.
I can tell you from my experience going down there not too long ago.
Oh, yeah.
It's nothing but friendship between them. I promise you that.
I
And that's
know.
one of the things about the Fortnite community I think that I love. That every single person in here is here just to have a good time.
That's right.
It's all about positivity. Plus, today and tomorrow, it's all about charity. So that's very, very important.
But if you happen to talk some trash along the way, that's okay, right? We like it. We live for that stuff. Okay, so while game one was incredible, there were some big moments from there. So let's send it down to the floor as we have Sundown standing by to break down some of the action that we just saw.
Thank you so much, Lupo and Golden Boy. And I mean, are they really your friends if you don't tease them a little bit about their Fortnite skill? Love you there, Zeke. But we're gonna take a look at some of the gameplay we just saw in the past match and what enabled these players to be so good and so successful. So first, we're gonna hop on board with the Cuddle crew. Aiden, again, one of the only players who has qualified for the duo competition for the World Cup on a controller. You can see them putting on a clinic here. They far and away had some of the best slaying numbers, but weren't quite able to turn it into objectives. And you can see how they set up a veritable base on these builds. We're constantly trying to get the eliminations to top back up on the siphon. You can see them there racking up and getting them and continuing to roll through so many of these multiple elimination exchanges going on. And I mean, this is what the Ghost Gang is known to do. Kayun and Aiden just running through, challenging over and over again, taking 1vx situations like it's no problem, putting shots towards the middle, using the impulses to get themselves right into the fray and continue going, but again, was not quite enough to take it home. I'm incredibly interested to see what other strategies will be broken out. Just like Laserbeam and his team, they said they had a secret strat. It was that cartwheel emote all the way from spawn, all the way up there, but then of course, the Fish Fam had to come through and ruin that little bit of fun. It's all about fun, the gameplay, and continuing showing off your creative prowess. But that is it for match 1, and match 2 is about to get started. So we're gonna throw it back up to Lupo and Golden Boy at the desk.
That's right. Everyone forgets about me, it's okay.
I would never forget about you, GB. I'm excited to be here with you. The Forum, we're in LA.
So
the weather is beautiful.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I haven't been outside like at all. We've kind of been indoors like this entire time. And, you know, it's been a little dark out in here. So I don't even know what sunlight looks like at this point. We've just been in here. You know, it's setting up.
How about this? How about this?
Okay.
I'll bring your mood back up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have game 2 ready to go. I need you to make some noise, please. Oh, you can be louder than that. Come on.
Okay, so that was more like a Golden Boy reaction. So
was a
that's
little
okay.
bit.
Yeah, it was a little bit. It was a, no. If that was a Golden Boy reaction, I hate to say it when I say it, and then everyone's just like, yeah, whatever. You know, but the good news is, folks, Lupo is right. The next game is going to be starting in just a little bit. Game 2. I hope everyone's enjoying the creative showdown. The countdown is on your screen, and now it's time to jump right back into the action. Game 2 underway. Let's see if Courage JD and his crew, Jordan Fisher, come out on top. The Llama Record Company. Is this going to be a back-to-back victory, or we see someone else take that top prize and the 5 points that come with it? There you can see all your VIPs on screen once again. And also, another note for our friends that have 2 players, they're actually swapping out each game. So Phantoms and Lost Kings will be swapping players out each game.
Exactly. Here we go. The Sunshine Soldiers holding it out up top. Lost Kings, Madison, Pokimane, and their golden ticket winner at the top. Keep in mind, on the top middle of your screen, the timer. 14 minutes to go is a 15-minute match total. On your screen, Pokey. Hold it down, impulse nades in hand. Gotta look out, the Chickens coming up from behind. The Chicken Champions did not do too well last round. We're gonna see here if in game 2 they can change the tide. Chandler Riggs gets cut down.
Doesn't look like it's gonna be the case, Lupo. They push
feel
right
like I
in.
cursed them.
They push right forward to the Sunshine Soldiers, but Pokimane with a quick build, preventing them from being able to get any further on that ramp. And remember the geometry of how this map is built. You can really block players from being able to get through. And that is going to be especially impactful for the players that do not have that Infinity Blade, because you got to use your ammo to get through there. You can also see the score breakdown there. So Llama Record Company was able to come away with 5 points because they won game 1. And at the end of it, we're going to tally all those points to find out who is the Creative Showdown champion.
It's going to add up to, it's all for charity. Keep that in mind. So first or 8th, it doesn't matter. It's all for a good cause at the end of the day. Sharshak here. Players moving their way up top, trying to look for an opportunity to move up. Little jump around here on the ramp, but a player dropping right down behind.
Oh, man. That was rough. You hate to see that one, folks. A turnaround right away from one of the players from Little Whip Warriors is going to make the Brazilian pay, and that is actually also another note there, too. I wonder how Raven's Revenge are going to work with Zach Carty. You know, I'm hoping that they're able to communicate, but also when you're in game, it works. You kind of just know what the other players are gonna do, right? That's the name of it.
I don't know if you saw that quick little snipe there. Madison all the way up top, fighting a push. The Chicken Champions making their way up. Back-to-back eliminations. We're gonna jump on board with the golden ticket winner from the Chicken Champions. They also have Chandler Riggs, One Shot Girl, and Nick A30. Oh, last second getting cut down there.
Yeah,
the lead right now.
banned.
The lead right now, Sunshine Soldiers at 162 points, but the Llama Record Company, they're starting to make their way back up. Jordan Fisher and the team are even, look at this, you have window edits for peak shots through there. Player knocked that wall out. Courage building up on the outside, trying to establish a little base here. They have very limited resources, Golden Boy, which means they have to be very particular about how they use them. But if they're picking up eliminations, that's an additional 25 material straight into the inventory, so you do have a chance to continue to build and maybe reinforce what you've already put up. But here we go.
Sunshine
swings from the side.
Sunshine Soldiers once again are going to push in there, and the Chicken Champion's right behind. The Gate 30 is going to get caught, but manages to stay up. You're going to have Chandler Riggs pushing on forward. He manages to cut down one to size. Jordan Fisher going to be in a 1v2, but will have the support from Courage. Courage going in for the help, takes out One Shot Girl, and it's going to come down the Courage, but it's Chandler Riggs who gets hype, picks up the Elim, and the Chicken Champions are looking to climb the leaderboard.
Quick note, Chandler Riggs is a 19-year-old actor best known for playing the role of Carl on The Walking Dead. If you've lived under a rock, then you probably didn't know that, but I think somebody like this, everybody knows. Man.
Also competed last year.
He did indeed.
Our Fortnite Pro-Am, got 3rd place with Kitty Plays, and as she had mentioned, hopefully looking to see him in the top prize this time around and taking 1st place. Who knows though? It is truly anyone's ball game, and Raven's Revenge have now managed to climb all the way up. And earlier on, it was all Sunshine Soldiers. Even the Llama Record Company had some shining moments, but Raven's Revenge seemingly coming out from the shadows.
Raphael sitting on only 1 elimination. That little quip there, very, very well done, Golden Boy.
Thank you. You've been doing this for like 30 years.
You have to keep in mind, Raphael, he doesn't need to push for eliminations, although right now would probably be a good time, and he actually does get a solid lunge, almost that Elim, can't quite pick it up. But eliminations in this game mode, they don't actually get you any points. It's all about having your VIP in the control point at the top of these 3 towers. And Team Evolve, when they built this, they knew that that was kind of the goal, to focus on team cohesion and support. It's not about who can get the most eliminations. They do help, don't get me wrong. You get a quick siphon, pick up the 50 HP and shield, get the 25 materials straight into your inventory. It's all wood too, so you can reinforce everything you've built, but it's more about sticking by your VIP. We have Lachlan Cypher and their golden ticket player on Phantoms. Their VIP, the sword wielder, but you've got multiple layers. Look at this structure Lil Whip Warriors have built up. It's more than 1 layer, which means they've been picking up eliminations and using those materials to reinforce and build up. It's fantastic.
You have to be smart about where you're going to place those builds, protect your VIP, but most importantly, give you an angle so that you can continue to benefit from the siphon on the HP as well as the siphon from the builds. If you're able to do that, you might see yourself continue to climb on up through that scoreboard, maybe be in 1st place at the end of this game. Bear in mind though, in a few moments, in 2 minutes time, the next point is going to open up. The golden circle, point D, will open up. But for now though, I actually believe we have Kitty down on the stage here. She has a member of Phantoms. I'm wondering how are they gonna sort out that whole 2 of them being here thing?
Hey, Golden Boy, yes, I'm here on the floor right now with Kyle that makes up the duo with Vinny for Phantoms. Now, Kyle, how did you guys decide who would be playing first?
You know, I wanted to give it to Vinny. Vinny is a champion when it comes to Fortnite. I just started playing, but I wanted to toss it back over his way because they got a whole dynamic. We got a whole plan, a strategy we worked out. So Vinny's up right now. There's going to be some switch-ups coming up.
All right, great. So how can you support your partner from the side even if you're not playing?
Oh, I'm just giving him back massages. I'm telling him good stuff. I'm looking at the boys. I'm telling them they look good. You know what I mean? It's all about positive affirmations to win the game and get the dub.
Oh, I absolutely love that. So going into the next game, how are you going to strategize differently than these guys?
Look, right now we're just looking at the competition. We're still feeling each other out. They might have had their win over there. We're working on ours for right now. So it's all going to be great.
It is going to be great, and I think we're about to get into the next zone. Thank you so much for talking to me, Kyle. Back to you guys at the caster's desk.
Thank you so much, Kitty. You know, I like that, right? And as my good friend CD Endithird says, you know, just give him a back hug. You know,
the back massage that goes a long way.
Back hug,
relieve a little bit of the tension. They are carrying a sword around.
This is true.
You know, the thing's got to be heavy.
It's a heavy blade. It's a heavy blade, and there you go. So now,
look at him.
Look at everyone starting to focus around, and Pokimane, she's getting all up in that business. You're also going to have Maddie lingering about, manages to take out the VIP there. Jack Dylan Grazer there. Looking for the quick hunting rifle shot. Maddie, a great player, but unfortunately so many players are going to be looking at her, so there's not much that she could do in that instance.
This is a much different mode to play. If you're used to traditional competitive Fortnite, it's more about protecting and strategy and waiting till the right moment. Players in this mode are way more exposed, with the exception of, look, Lachlan, Phantoms, and player from Lil Web are just hanging out on top.
They're
There we
getting
go.
in there.
This is the push in. I think they saw.
Oh no, their VIP actually flew out. Phantoms has to get in there. He has to get in, but he's on the other side. He cut down his teammates. What he doesn't know that his teammates can actually edit that.
There we go.
And allow him to get in. All right, so he's going to be inside. They have to protect him here, and this is now we're going to start to earn a lot of points. They're climbing that leaderboard, Lupo.
I think they went from 6th all the way to 3rd, and they're still up in the middle. It was contested for just a second, but now it's not. Look, they're going to overcome the Cuddle Crew here in just a second. All the way at the top, though. Ravens
The impulse doesn't stop them. The impulse did not stop them, Lupo. It actually kept them in this because the builds were there. They managed to benefit so much from Point D opening up. They're at 483 points and counting. They're going to overtake Raven's Revenge any moment now, but finally, Loserfruit pushes on in and is able to stop that miraculous run that Lil Whip Warriors managed to put together.
It might be time for the Llama Company to take over. Keep in mind, this inner circle is worth 12 points a second for your VIP when uncontested, and Jordan Fisher is swinging repeatedly. Here we go, holding it down in the middle. We might see a climb now. 444 points, taking 3rd place. The Llama Record Company overcoming all odds down there in the middle.
And I think Courage is going to be playing patrol. He's going to linger about, pick up some eliminations, get some more builds, and then jump on down. This is insane. They're starting to make the climb here, Lupo. They're at 600 points. And
Xavier
counting,
Woods.
but Xavier Woods goes in there, but he does not have enough to stay in the fight. And he's going to end up paying dearly for that one. A valiant attempt there. Loserfruit finally goes down. And then another thing to note, there's a lot of builds that players can recycle there and try and continue to use to their advantage in those neutral points.
Your enemies potentially built up a fort as you push your way in. They don't have a whole ton of material, but you can take advantage of it, use it on your side. Meanwhile, Vicstar and the Fish Fam up top, sitting on control point.
Jordan Fisher, he's getting more points. Finally, he's going to get stopped again, and Loserfruit's kind of deja vu. They were both down there trying to hold down Point D. They end up getting shut down finally, and now Lil Whip Warriors are going to be inside of the point, but they need Phantoms to get there so they can start to earn.
I want to just make a quick note. Raven's Revenge is sitting in the B control point up top. What looks like unchallenged. They're in 1st place now, and I don't think anybody's going up there.
Well, it seems like Jordan Fisher and the Llama Record Company are going to be in there again. They're gonna pass this for sure. I mean, wait a minute, he ends up getting thrown out of there, and then players now, the impulses, because there's nothing there to protect them.
Look, Raphael's not even moving.
Someone needs to stop them.
840 points here in a second. They have a lead in 1st round. 4 minutes remaining. Somebody's got to go after that before too long. Otherwise, the fighting in the bottom is going to cause too much commotion. The chaos, no one's going to be able to pick up the points. It might be a victory royale for Raven's Revenge here in a second. We'll see. Less than 4 minutes now.
Yeah, Raphael, like no one's around him.
No one's up there.
No one's around him. No one's paying attention to the point that they're controlling, evidently. But Fish Fam gonna push in, maybe get some protection there. They don't have their VIP, and here he comes. Mackenzie's now gonna be established inside. Jordan Fisher goes in there once again to try and benefit from that 12 points, but this is insane.
Can't believe what I'm seeing.
Finally, the Cuddle Crew is going to challenge this.
Oh my gosh, that almost became one of the biggest upsets, literally by sitting and not moving.
They don't have long to go though, Lupo. 9:42 left. That's close. 9:42 total to 1,000. They're right there. This could very well go to Brazil right here, right now in game 2.
The Llama Record Company, a couple ticks in the middle circle there. Jordan Fisher, Courage, JD, Loserfruit, and their golden ticket player maybe making a move. A close 2nd place. 3 minutes remaining. Lil Whip Warriors are climbing as well. They may have ownership of one of those top control points, and it may be uncontested. It's still going up. I just stopped right there.
Cuddle Crew are actually going to be in the middle. Cuddle Crew are going to be in the middle, and no one's stopping them. And they're gaining points, and they're gaining it fast. They managed to get to 4th. They're going to be in 3rd, and they're going up now. The Cuddle Crew finally are going to start to get challenged, and Xavier Woods is going to get picked. Which means no more points are going to be earned for the Pink Warriors there of the Cuddle Crew.
Go sitting up top. Again, Raphael unchallenged, 960 points.
They're gonna
Ladies and
win.
gentlemen, make some noise. This could be the end of the match.
No one is gonna stop them. No one's looking for them. They're in the shadows, unseen, and they will have their revenge. The Ravens' revenge. GG. Unbelievable that they were able to just sneak on in and steal that away from everybody else.
Honestly, what a ridiculous move there, and it ended up paying off. You see them cheer each other on down there on the floor. Now, I have to say, the decision to not go for that D control point, 12 points a second is big, but it's not required, obviously. Yeah. They had the opportunity to sit up top. There was a pretty substantial fort around them too, and they went basically undetected. Look at the smile on Raphael's face,
He's
the
so
excitement
happy.
there.
He's so happy. Also, Patriota, 20 eliminations in that game. Sharshock with 14 eliminations. So they were slaying around, protecting their VIP. And that's why they were able to snag that victory. No one expects the Raven, nevermore.
I don't even know how to reply to that, Golden Boy. You are the worst.
I'm proud of myself.
You should be. That was excellent.
Game 2 certainly brought us some intense moments. I thought Game 1 was ridiculous with with Jordan Fisher jumping in to the zone, just catapulting his team to victory. But this time around, it was a sneaky plays of Ravens' revenge, and no one challenging them. And all the players are going to be wearing the skins of the character and the team that they're representing. So you have to identify where they are. You got to look at the scoreboard and realize maybe we should be challenging Ravens' revenge and not allowing them to be able to get any more points. Like you have to stop them right at their spawns, I would even imagine. But
keeping your eye on the score. A big note there, it's just the VIP that matters. So if you can eliminate that sword carrier, you know that team's not going to score any points until they respawn and come back into the match.
This is very true, and we're going to continue to highlight it and talk about the incredible plays that we've seen. But for now, let's actually send it down to Kitty, who's going to be with our winners.
I am up here right now with these guys. They were just telling me how much energy they feel after that victory. You guys did such an incredible job. I saw you all protecting your VIP.
Yeah.
Who is coming out as the leader of the team right now?
Oh man, it's difficult. I think everyone's just giving calls there. At some point, he was giving the shots, I was giving the shots, he was giving the shots, so we're just like a team effort that we're doing, but it's just insane.
Oh, it is insane. And I could see the reaction on your guys' faces right when you won. So there is that fourth point that comes available. In the center, it has extra points. Why did you decide not to go for it?
Yeah, what do you think? You're the luck charm.
Me? I think we wanted to play it safe and just try to get the slow points. And the closer we got, the less English these guys start speaking. Yeah. So I just try to pretend I know what they're talking about.
Yeah. I was just the one that should be protected. I feel like an Avenger protected by these guys.
Yeah, you looked like an Avenger, hopping around, leaping around there, and having them all build around you. So going into the next game, are you guys going to do anything differently to secure the ultimate victory royale?
I don't know. Actually, our first game wasn't that good. Then we stopped, talked with each other, set the strategy, and it worked out. So that's nice.
I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah,
see if it works again. I don't know if they can listen to us. Don't listen to us, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys might get a little focused now that they know your strategy and you came out so strongly. So, Zach, you are the golden ticket winner. What does it feel like to be up on the stage playing with these guys?
It feels crazy playing with guys this good, and I'm just trying to keep up and not hold them down, so just protect the VIP.
Yeah, protect the VIP. Well, congratulations on that win, guys. Looking forward to see how you perform coming up, but we got to get into some more games, sending it back up to the casters.
Thank you so much, Kitty. And Ravens Revenge, they are very happy with their victory. Obviously not looking to change all that much because no one is going to challenge them. Honestly, like no one was going after them the entire time. I'm shocked by that.
They had the structure built up, and it literally just hiding inside ended up being the best play, the best option at the time, just because everyone was more focused on that D control point.
That's true.
I'm curious how things are going to change going forward. I got to ask you a question, GB. if you put yourself on one of these teams, you're down there in the pit with everybody else, what would you do to try and take the lead and hold it in a situation like this?
Well, I mean, you know, as a person who's a former competitive player, I could tell you that I will be looking at the strategy. I will be looking at how can we maximize our, like, how can we be more efficient with where we are on the map, right? Because I think that a lot of players oftentimes are putting themselves in positions to try and just challenge and go right into the point. But there's a lot of value in being that one person that lingers around. But I know you guys want to hear the analysis from me. You want to hear it from our key analysis analyzer. Anyway, words are hard for me. It's Sundown, who's going to be down on the floor. Take it away, bud.
Thank you so much, Golden Boy and Lupo, and apologies, I'm just so used to Lupo and Courage being together with the victory up there on the last one. I can never forget about you, Golden Boy. Just like the Chicken Champions are making sure no one can forget about them, we're gonna take a quick look at the team and how they were able to improve from Game 1 to Game 2 and what the VIP gameplay looks like. So right here you can see all three of them pushing up and they go all at the same time. And then Chandler is leading the front, actually using that siphon to make sure he stays up there and grabs a quick 4-piece all of a sudden from 0 elims up to 4. Now again, ended up leading the pack, but you can see the chickens constantly roaming together, making sure they don't get thrown right out of the roost. But Chandler leading the fray, and you can see him so close. The reaction there in the bottom left-hand corner, and then utilizing the slam to make sure he navigates correctly around the platform and knocking the players off. And you can see him right there giving a big let's go. And one thing I want to note, he does this so well. He hits the vent, and then it's 2 of those left click hops. He is the only VIP who we've seen doing that so far and getting himself up onto the platform right away. Incredibly well done from the Chicken Champions and their ability to push forward from Game 1 to Game 2. A really big improvement, and a lot of other players are going to look to mimic that as we move into Game 3. Now back up top to Golden Boy and Lupo. Take it away, gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Sundown. I love you, so I appreciate that. And yes, some fun moments in that game that I think a lot of players will certainly like break down when they get, if we ever manage to. I want to play this game like every day. I want to play this game mode every single day. There's some strategies that you can really start to develop, and you can also tell who some of our VIPs are that have really been thinking about it, right? And also synergizing with their teammates so that they can get the communication and realize, like, hey, what are some of the things that I can do with this very powerful weapon, the Infinity Blade?
I think even Sundown taking a look there at how Chandler Riggs has developed an interesting strategy with the sword, and to being able to climb and assault a control point seemingly out of nowhere. You can come from all the way up, down to the bottom, all the way up onto a ramp. A second swing will get you all the way up top.
Yeah.
That's going to pay off going forward as Chandler and the rest of the Chicken Champions start to climb the scoreboard. But speaking of the scoreboard, I know people out there watching, if you're here at the Forum in LA, if you're watching from home, you want to know what the current standings are. We're going to take a look at those right now.
He called for it. No, there you go. You have the power. You have the power. Okay.
CGB, I could do it too.
There you go, buddy. All right, so it's going to be the Llama Record Company in first place with 9 points. Raven's Revenge, after that victory, will have 6 points. And Fish Fam have been hanging out in the middle ground. They'll have 5 points. A big game from them. Could see them climb all the way up to the top there. And then Funky Fighters, they get a point for each game. Funky Fighters have been Struggle City, population 4. They're going to have to get it together.
Somebody will get them a pat on the back, too.
Yes, yes. Or, maybe Laser could just cartwheel his way to victory. That's what I want to see personally. But that is going to do it for us here. When we come back, we're going to have more of the Creative Showdown here at the Fortnite Summer Block Party. We'll see you in a few.
Welcome to the Creative Showdown. This brand new map is a collaboration between Team Evolve and Epic, made specifically for this event. Now let's break down how it all works. For this very special event, we are bringing you an exciting King of the Hill style game built in creative by Team Evolve. 8 teams of 4 players will start at their home base on the edge of this massive flying city. Together they will push 3 capture circles, racking up points by holding them down for their team. As each team heads toward the capture points, they'll need to protect their team's VIP, who plays a key role in this game mode. If they get eliminated, they'll respawn at the team's home base. The VIP is the only player who can earn points for your team while in the capture circle, earning 3 points per second. They are also the only ones who can wield the Infinity Blade, which deals massive melee damage and enables the wielder to jump incredible distances. It's the rest of the team's job to make sure the VIP gets to the capture circle and stays there as long as possible without being eliminated. With 3 capture circles across the map, teams have to strategize to figure out which point they'll be able to hold. Pay attention to your surroundings, because if lots of teams are fighting for the same point, there could be an open circle elsewhere. Hold up. Did I say 3 capture circles? Actually, there's a 4th one. Partway through the match, the 4th capture circle in the center of the map will open up and will award 4 times more points per second than the others. But with high reward comes high risk. After each match, teams will be ranked based on how long they held the capture circles and earn overall points based on their rank in that game. Those points will be added to an overall leaderboard, and at the end of 6 matches, the team with the most points wins.
The behemoth threat looms from beyond the horizon. To stand against it, each of us, master and recruit alike, will choose our own path. Whatever it is you seek, every hunt offers the chance to earn glory, trophies, or at least a battle scar. Ramsgate, an outpost at the edge of the world, has become our home. And as long as we draw breath, it will not fall. We have learned to turn the behemoth's unique, lethal power back against them. And we do it in style. The behemoths are changing, evolving. And so we forge new bonds, together, one hunt at a time. Live on the edge of every moment, Slayer. Live for the hunt.
Huge shout out to our in-house DJ Mike Realm for spinning here at the Forum, a historic venue, and we're live for the summer block party and Fortnite's Creative Showdown. Golden Boy alongside with Dr. Lupo. Once again, we had some crazy games in games 1 and 2. And if you're just joining us for the first time, well, allow us to update you on what we've been playing here today, because the map and game mode is called Sky Station Showdown, and it's something that we have never done before. And when we get a moment, we'll bring up the format and how players are going to earn their points. But we've had some exciting moments today, Lupo.
It's actually been pretty crazy. On your screen now, the left side, we talk about how they earn points in the game. There are 3 capture points atop the map, and the first team to 1,000 total points wins, or whoever has the most by the end of the game, which is 15 minutes long. Keep in mind, too, there's a couple little curveballs here. Like I said, those top 3 points, that's 3 points per second for the VIP, assuming they're uncontested. But after 8 minutes have passed, when there's 7 left in the match, the bottom middle point opens. That D point, the golden point, worth 12 points per second. The first team to 1,000 wins, but those have to add up somehow, and GB, if you wouldn't mind.
That's right. So separate from what's in game, out of game, wherever your favorite team will place, whether that be first, second, third, fourth, or 5th through 8th, they will earn points that go toward an aggregate that will determine who is the ultimate winner of the Fortnite Creative Showdown. And we had an update on the leaderboard earlier on. I'm sure we will bring that up later on in the show and get you guys up to speed. But in case you're wondering, it's going to be the Llama Record Company that will be in first place right now. That will, of course, be Courage, JD, Loser Fruit, and Jordan Fisher, along with their golden ticket winner, Lester. It was a good game 1 for them. Game 2 had some pretty hype moments. They were able to jump right back up there. And there you can actually see it right there. Wow, I hadn't even seen this thing yet, so that's cool.
That's brand new. Yeah, he had no idea that was a thing.
No, I didn't know. So I lied to everyone when I said later on, or maybe
later on, as in right now on the bottom of your screen.
There you go.
9 points, which means the first and second place already, and we're a third of the way through. There's 6 games total, which means, in my opinion, as I kind of predicted, I'd just like to put that out there, you know, part of the best Fortnite duo ever is involved in the Llama Record Company, bestfortniteduoever.com, to support charity if you'd like to. It's, I mean, I love Jordan Fisher. Courage JD is a friend of mine. Loser Fruit, also fantastic. And their golden ticket winner, I mean, it's kind of like he is carrying the team. So,
yeah, I think
literally just by existing.
Yeah, I think that they also, Jordan Fisher, very proficient in Fortnite, plays with you guys all the time. So he knows a thing or two about how he wants to position himself, how he wants to work around the builds, and also what are going to be his strengths as well as his weaknesses. Because while it is great to have that Infinity Blade and be able to swipe around and chop people down to size, well, when you're swinging, you're kind of a sitting duck. So those are things that our players, our VIPs, are going to have to navigate. But here we go, folks. It's time for game number 3 of the Summer Block Party's Fortnite Creative Showdown. Ladies and gentlemen in the crowd, let's get hype, let's get loud. It's time to jump back into the game. Hey, that worked out. I'm proud of that one.
Well done, Golden Boy. And away we go. Game 3, 15 minutes on the clock, and the team's popping out of their spawn locations. I just want to make a quick note. The fact that all the spawn locations are themed off the teams too is insanity. Team Evolve, big shout out there. You did an excellent job putting this together for the Creative Showdown. And I just want to put this out just yet again. Golden Boy, if you could, who's in first place right now? Oh, dang it, for a second. It was the Llama Record Company. Look at it.
I couldn't speak quickly enough at that moment to get in there. But I wouldn't be shocked if they do manage to find themselves back at the top 3 at the very least. And as we look, the Chicken Champions, the Fish Fam, and the Cuddle Crew are going to be contesting for all of these points here. Little Whip Warriors going up against Raven's Revenge. The Brazilians managing to pick up game number 2 in a very consistent fashion, holding the outer circles and not really looking to prioritize the golden circle right at the middle of the map. They were really focused on just keeping themselves going and letting everyone else scuffle down low.
Early to mid-game, pretty important too. You build up enough buffer of points, you don't even necessarily have to jump down on the bottom. get involved in that chaos. But if you do want to get involved in the Summer Block Party, go to Twitter, use that hashtag Summer Block Party. Tag us in your favorite moments, especially Golden Boy. I want to see his phone explode on the desk, if you could, please.
Yes, well, you know, my battery's kind of low, Lupo. I don't know if I could deal with that right now.
That thing's not going to last too
what
much
is
longer.
going on
Wait,
here?
What am I looking at? Funky Fighters have opted to skybase in a creative mode?
Okay.
What is going on? I feel like this is
they-
the work of Laserbeam and Wildcat for sure.
100%.
Look at it. They're setting up to drop in from above. This is ridiculous. In fact, look.
I don't know if it's
Now watch.
He's going to just...
Here's what they're doing. Look, look, look. They're dropping in. Watch for the elim in the bottom. One of them might get eliminated, and they're resetting. They're resetting for more materials because you spawn in with 5 builds.
Yeah, that's not going to work out.
What?
Unless he hits the shot right here. Oh,
Do it.
for it.
Oh, valiant effort there. Well, I would have run off the stage if Laserbeam would have hit that snipe. But honestly, he said coming into this that shenanigans was kind of the goal. He doesn't expect to win. He's still going to earn the money for charity, $50,000 split between the 3. But man, you might as well build up into the sky and throw your body at him while you're at it, right?
Imagine if they had just spent all that effort to build all of that around them. Someone just shot it down. You know, all those builds, all that
don't
effort.
suggest it. Somebody's going to hear it. I want to see how that plays out.
Man, look at this base over here. What's going on?
Okay, pushing in, takes Sharshock out. Raven's Revenge in 6th right now. Meanwhile, Lil Whip Warriors in 3rd at 93 points. And look, the Chicken Champions, we literally watched Chandler Riggs. Sundown talked about how his sword control has changed over time. They're holding 1st place at 213 points.
They got it. I just want to point this out for the Little Whip Warriors. They need to get their VIP in a secure spot. Chandler Riggs is going to be out in the open for the Chicken Champions. There will be a member of the Sunshine Soldiers. That will be the VIP challenging the fight. Ends up disengaging, and here comes the impulse nades. But when you're the Infinity Blade player, you can fly up into the sky and come right back into it. The problem is you have no support from your squad members, and you're kind of going to be by yourself in those moments, and an easy target for anyone that's swarming you at that moment in time. Jordan Fisher back again, takes down Madison.
Jordan actually sitting on 9 eliminations right now, the highest on this team by a mile. If you didn't know, Jordan Fisher is a musician, actor, he's a gamer. He performed on Broadway in the Tony Award-winning show Hamilton. He was on Dancing with the Stars. He can sing better than me by a mile. He's better, actually, I have a theory that he's actually a government experiment sent here to make the rest of the Fortnite players feel bad about themselves.
Or
he's just good at everything.
Maybe Dr. Lupo, he's just like really talented.
I refuse to believe that. Jordan Fisher actually eliminated. 11 minutes remaining in this match. Keep in mind at 7 left is when that 4th control point worth 12 points a second opens up. We've seen a couple different strategies evolve.
Oh, Sharshock jumps right out of there from the shadows once again. These Ravens Revenge, I mean, they're kind of living up to this name, which I have to be very remiss to say if I'm not making a bunch of Raven puns. I'm very proud of myself.
This is why they brought you on the casting crew, Golden Boy. You'd love to see it.
Oh, the impulse nades. Be careful about those impulse nades, man. And I think what the Cuddle Crew's golden ticket winner was actually looking to do there was really just play zone. Anyone charging on the ramp, they could use the impulse nades to just shoot them out to the side, and then they don't have to worry about that. If you want to get a coordinated push, you don't have many options. You can build up, but you don't have a lot of builds to work with. So there's really only those 2 ramps on the sides that you have to be mindful of. And a scoreboard update for those of you out there, you can see 267, and it's going back and forth for the Chicken Champions and the Little Whip Warriors. Xavier Woods gets the better of Mackenzie, but it's going to be our golden ticket winner for the Fish Fam, Confamous, who gets the elim.
9 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Solid lead building right now for the Little Whip Warriors at 330 points. 30-point lead and growing. The Chicken Champions, Cuddle Crew in 3rd, the Fish Fam in 4th, Llama Record Company in 5th, our current point standing leader. Sunshine Soldiers in 6th, Ravens Revenge and the Funky Fighters.
Look at all of this protection. Look at all of this protection that they've given to Phantoms here. They're letting them just keep a low profile, don't stand out, because you're going to have that blade and everyone's going to see it from so far away. Of course, the Phantoms, some EDM DJs, these guys have been all over the place, as a matter of fact, and they were actually known as a dance act before, so maybe they show us some moves in game.
Can't wait to see you. You got to put some moves on too, Golden Boy. Legend has it. You're a fantastic dancer. We'll have to see that after the show for sure.
I think you're confusing me for Jordan Fisher once again. You got, I get it. You have a man crush. It's okay.
Maybe a little bit. Listen, okay, just because he's part of the best Fortnite duo ever.com doesn't mean that it's a man crush, Golden Boy, okay? Relax. Meanwhile, Little Wood Warriors only 2 eliminations, but picking up big points for the team. They're up to 492, almost past the halfway mark. And we're a minute and 30 away from that final capture point opening in the bottom. You've got a couple teams respawning right now, making their way back in. This control point, the green one all the way up top. Look at the fort that's built around this thing. So many materials have been used by multiple teams that someone just needs to make their way up and take ownership of it. So, push up top. Jordan Fisher still alive.
So weak.
Oh, one shot from Musa. Could spell the end here. We'll see. Flying off, landing down to the bottom, making a move here on the blue control point. There's a whole team up top. Jordan, this might not be the play.
Yeah, that was a rough one. I have to applaud the ambition there, but even with the Infinity Blade, you still got to get, I think it's going to be 2 hits before you're able to eliminate any of the players, especially the VIP who's going to be very healthy. It's not easy to do there, but he had to get a reset, go back to his teammates. Now they need to regroup. Currently going to be sitting in 5th place. Your current leaderboard, or I should say your leaders right now, the overall standings, which are going to be the Llama Record Company.
I can't believe how long the player from Lost Kings survived at the top of this red control point, literally dodging swings from Xavier Woods until he got cut down. But look, Jack Dylan Grazer is sitting on top of that last control point.
He's always coming up with something.
He's got 8 seconds. He's just going to wait.
He's always coming up with something. He's going to fall right onto the point.
Imagine if somebody looks down and snipes him right now.
Yeah.
Just wait. Biding his time. Dropping in. Here we go. The Funky Fighters, their first points on the board.
No!
Oh, he gets cut down. A valiant effort.
Yeah, meanwhile, his teammates,
What
yeah.
What am I looking at right now?
I think you're looking at a YouTube video being made.
I can't wait to see this, honestly. This is absolutely ridiculous. For one day, wait, did you just get impulsed?
He impulsed him off of his own ramp.
Oh, man. I want to live in the mind of Laserbeam for a day. Just hang out in there and see what's going on.
I haven't had a chance to meet the guy yet, but after seeing everything,
he's a class act.
Yeah, he's a special guy. He's a special character. Okay, well, Chicken Champions, they're going to be in 1st place, and they're getting very close to winning this one, folks. 740 plus points and counting. They are going to be holding down this blue control point. Then you're going to have the Llama Record Company trying to make another run for the top 3, but they get shut down finally. Oh, there goes Jack Dylan Grazer. Oh, maybe
I love when they cut to this camera and suddenly it's just quiet.
Hit it. Believe in yourself. It's kind of like Shazam.
Claps in the chat if you think he can do this. Come on, folks. He can make it.
I don't know. Yeah, he could. I think he's wondering if he can fly.
They're looking. Okay. Oh, actually, he was waiting to build.
Okay.
He was waiting for a teammate. Wildcat is now slowly moving forward. Keep in mind, while this may not be the strat.
Oh, no, not like this.
Look at his face.
Now, they'll be okay because there's no fall damage, but they lost so much work on that ramp, and you got to feel sorry for them. Not too sorry, but you got to feel a little sorry for them.
It's a strategy, to say the least, okay?
It really is.
Wildcat and Jordan Fisher fighting it out down there. Keep in mind, every 1 second that the VIP is on one of those top 3 control points, it's 3 points for the team. Every second they're in the bottom middle, that's 12. It's 4 times as fast. And with only 5 minutes left, it could be anybody's game, especially if they take ownership of that bottom there. But Chandler Riggs and the Chicken Champions have such a commanding lead, 171 points ahead of Little Wood Warriors.
And a lot of players that are going to be protecting their VIP. There's Chandler Riggs, though, running right behind One Shot Girl, just going in to just try and bust on through to the structures that are there, just crush all of the wood that's going to be around and not allow them to get any time, be able to work around and build up any points. The Chicken Champions, they want to run away with this one. They want to pick up this W, Lupo.
Putting good effort into it as well. Looking back behind, couple shotgun shots, not enough damage dealt there to secure the top. Chandler's still in it, but there is gunfire. The Sunshine Soldiers trying to take over this blue control point. Can't quite
good.
Oh, a shot just over the top.
Now,
909.
The Chicken Champions have a choice here. Do they continue to hold down the blue control point, or do they reset, go back to their teammate, and try and protect their VIP so that they can get to maybe this spot right here. They have such a great lead. If they manage to jump on in to that golden control point, maybe that will be able to just catapult them to victory. But looking at the Little Whip Warriors, you're gonna have one of the members of Phantoms on your screen. You've got to get back into that zone there. You also have the Llama Record Company lingering on about, but the Little Whip Warriors, they're gonna hold it down.
They still had ownership for just a second, up to 831 points. Meanwhile, Chandler fighting it out for first place at the top of the A control point. Blue, less than 50 points left. If they can hold this for just a little bit longer, oh, and he gets cut down to the last second before it's cleared out.
And you could read his lips there. He said, so close, because they have 957 points. You need 1,000 total to pick up the victory. 3 minutes left on the clock, and the mad dash, the insanity down low. It's gonna be Phantom swinging about, but ends up getting picked off, and all the members of the Little Whip Warriors are gonna be deleted from the golden control point. And now we could see the Fish fam coming back into this, and no one ever suspects the Fish.
You'd never suspect the Fish. Oh, Big Star gets cut down to the bottom. There's a lot of players trying to contest this D control point for the last few points. Kenzie ending up out on the bottom of the map. Have to get him reset quick there. 957. Jordan Fisher goes down. You have so many VIPs dive bombing this last control point. But I just want to point out the Chicken Champions, I believe, are uncontested. The climb to first continues at 978 points.
It's going to be the Cuddle Crew who jumps on in, and it's going to prevent Chandler Riggs, who has to reset. He's going to be out of this one. The Cuddle Crew are going to be so far down that leaderboard, but 2 minutes left on the clock, 981, the Chicken Champions. Surely this is gonna be a win for them. And as all of that was going on up above, down low, you see the insanity that is ensuing, but they get right back in. They get right back in, and the Chicken Champions,
It's 1 point
remaining. And the Little Whip Warriors might be able to come back into this with enough time. Or could it be Raven's Revenge? They're gonna have control of B, but there he goes, he jumps right back in, and that is gonna do it. GG, game 3 goes to the Chicken Champions.
See the celebration from Chandler Riggs and the crew there. That was so close to a throw, and Chandler made his way back in. Even just the 1 point, they needed 1 second in a control point, and they did it. Down to the wire, GB.
Very intense game there, but the Chicken Champions will be victorious. They had a game plan. They kept on hanging out at the outer circles rather than looking to get into the fight down at the golden control point where you can get 12 points per second. They said, you know what, let's play around let's play our game. Let's play the outer circles. Let everyone else, once again, worry about that. Shades of what we saw in that last game when Raven's Revenge managed to do the same thing.
The last few moments here down to the bottom middle control point, but that's not where the victory came from. The Chicken Champions holding it out up top. Quick return climbs. You see the team celebrating. It's just so wholesome. I just can't help but love all of them.
The wholesome team. It's the most wholesome team you could possibly have here. But man, what a game 3 was. We've had 3 games, 3 different winners. And with the way things have shaken up here, I wouldn't be shocked if we walk away with 6 different winners at some point, man. It's like everyone seems to have like this, the strategy. They know that they want to play the outer circles rather than charging down low. And I'm waiting to see more teams start to adapt that. But then there's always going to be that desire to push low and challenge the golden control point.
Now, I do have to say, one of the most interesting strategies we've seen evolve from this so far comes from the Funky Fighters and Laserbeam and Wildcat, and I have no idea what's going on down there other than shenanigans through and through, man.
Yeah, that is, Zeke may be Captain Shenanigans, but that is team shenanigans. Or maybe Zeke is their coach. I think that's actually what it is.
I never thought, honestly, talking through everything in the past, looking at the rehearsals, no one tried to skybase a mode where you have to control points.
Nope, no one tried that.
No one did that.
But hey, it's Fortnite, and you can do some pretty incredible things in this game. But for now, we're going to send it over to Kitty, who's over at the stage with some of our competitors.
Oh, you guys, I am here with the Chicken Champions coming back. And honestly, I'm at a little bit of a loss of words. You guys went from almost having 0 points the first game to adapting over the course of the 3 games to almost losing with 999 points. Chandler, can you walk me through what just happened?
Well, okay. In my defense, I got very excited because we were on the point. I was like, okay, we got 99 points, we won. So I just let go of the mouse. I was like, yes, and then I got impulsed off. So, but then I got back on and we won. So yeah, it was great.
Oh, it was great. You've got 5 points now towards your total, and Nick and Julie, you guys have great communication. How did you make sure that you were positively motivating your team after having such a hard start?
So it was really, really important that we were communicating where we were going, and then we were all waiting until the exact same time to push up together. We had the same path that we were following every single respawn, and then we were laying out the aggression so other teams wouldn't focus us, because there was one point where we were contesting high ground, and then there was another team far away shooting at us, so we had to provide that pressure back, because you don't have a lot of materials to build. So we were making sure to make those call-outs, and then I think the teamwork really paid off, so it's awesome.
Yeah, it's been great. And Julie, has there been a team leader that's come out of this? Would you say it's yourself? Is it Nick? Is it Chandler?
Honestly, I think it's all of us, but I mean, Chandler has held his own with that sword so many times that, it's just natural to follow him. He's charging up there with the sword, so, but all of us, honestly. Team effort.
Oh, totally a team effort. So Chandler, going into this next game, is there any specific strategy that you have? Are you going to try and do the same thing? Because we've seen every single game it's changed. First game it was about the middle point, people didn't know about it. Next game it got focused, it was about the high point. How are you going into game number 4?
I'm not revealing anything. we got a system, it's working. Yeah, we're gonna stick to it.
All right, stick to I mean, if it's working, it's working. Obviously, if you guys have any new strategies, you don't want to give it away. We got a lot of crowd love in here right now. Hope you guys are having a great time. So we are just about to get into some more games. Congratulations, guys, on that win, but we're not done. We still got more. We're going to send it right back up to the casters.
Thank you so much, Kitty, and the Chicken Champions walking away with game number 3. And I would say hectic fashion at the end there. Chandler.
A little bit of panic, controlled panic.
Yeah, controlled panic is all you ever want. Getting a little ahead of himself and jumping off of the point, but that's okay. They were so far ahead at that point. I think a Little Whip might have been able to catch up and have things gone horribly wrong. But Chandler knew what he was doing. He was able to get back into position very quickly, and they walk away with the Game 3 victory. And we are now officially halfway through at this point, Lupo, and this game mode has been so fun to cover because it's pure insanity, especially when you get down to point D. It's just everyone's just getting zapped away by those little drones, preventing them from being able to do anything.
As soon as 8 minutes has passed, it's kind of anybody's game. We've seen come from behind victories already. Teams vying for those top 3 positions, even number 1 at certain points. And I think there's still strategy to be evolved from this. There's people that are going to figure out new ways to play this. What I haven't seen yet, and actually we talked about it in rehearsals, is a sword carrier sitting on one of the control points and throwing themselves straight up and back down.
That's true. We have not seen that yet. Lots of things to break down. The good news is we're going to have Pook standing by to break down all the action that she saw in our last game.
Thank you so much, GB. I am down here on the floor with the crowd. They are loving these games so far. We just saw our Chicken Champions take a victory. But you know what? We're going to take a look at some of the plays coming out of the Little Whip Warriors to see, how maybe they strategize this game. So you can see here, Cypher PK up on the platform using the tactical shotgun to get in there, really make sure that he is protecting his teammates and make sure that they're getting those points on that platform every single time. This edit here coming out of him, absolutely electric. We've seen him do this so many times before in the past. And here we have Phantoms just going to town with the Infinity Blade, letting everyone else know on the map, hey, I'm up here. And I'm about to whip you out of here. Here we have Lachlan as well. Every CQC engagement this team took early game, they were victorious in, and they were in first place for quite some time. Unfortunately, they just were not able to close it out and ended up in second place. But I would love to hear how our Chicken Champions communications were during that game. So let's kind of take a listen in and see how they were doing.
He's down. What about grappler? Nice!
No,
I got you, Chandler, I got you! Down! Nice! Let's go! We got this! Shoot him! We gotta shoot him! crazy. Come on, I'm coming back. Shotgun grab up top with us. There's one on me. Got her. I'm shooting east guys. I'm making shoot east. 100 points. There's no one on east.
As you can see, they definitely did not crack under the pressure. Casters, what do you guys think?
I would say wholesome commentary, wholesome comms the entire time from the Chicken Champions. that was pretty awesome. And yes, I think that you bring up a great point, but before we went into the analysis, was I want to see players really start to develop more strategies with that Infinity Blade, because there's a lot you could do with it, and the map, it's a playground. You really can have some fun.
Keep in mind too, if you're watching from home, if you're here at the Forum in Los Angeles, the competitive nature of this, I mean, this is a little more focused on the shenanigans, and you're putting an Infinity Blade in the hands of a VIP. That's a big portion to take away, and 100% of it is for charity. And speaking of charity and maybe where that money is going to go, who's going to come away with the top, we want to take a quick look at the leaderboard.
Yes, where we are right now, and it is going to be the Llama Record Company continuing to hold on to their lead halfway through at 10 points, but the Chicken Champions have managed to knock down Raven's Revenge a peg, as they will be in 9th place, but in second place with 9 points. No, there is no 9th place. There's only I know, right? A little bit of a fumble there, but that's okay, because Raven's Revenge are going to be in 3rd, and then the Little Whip Warriors and Fish Fam, they'll be tied. Funky Fighters still continuing to earn a single point for their efforts.
I mean, if you get a sky base and just go for it, you're still going to get a point, so valiant effort there.
Hey, build that sky base, and everyone's going to get money for charity. That is what it's all about. There goes your Game 3 winners, the Chicken Champions. Get ready for Game 4.
Big crossover. You got a lot of players prepping. Xavier Woods looking at his phone quick, making sure Twitter is up to date on everything. And I think everything that we've seen so far, you've got players building bases on top of these control points. You have Courage JD throwing his body at whoever he can to get eliminations. We've seen really high elimination counts from a number of players. You've got VIPs developing new strategies. I love the competitive nature. Chandler Riggs very focused on improving across the board every single round. I think this is one of the reasons why they call it Fortnite Battle Royale.
The ultimate Battle Royale experience.
So if you're watching from home, don't you forget it.
That's right. So the game is going to be ready. The players have discussed their strategy. We're going to jump into this in a few moments. You'll see that countdown come up here in the arena. And for those of you at home, we hope you're enjoying yourself, and make sure you're talking about it on social media. But here we go. The game is about to start. Game 4 of the Fortnite Creative Showdown, and we're heading back to Sky Station for some more insanity. Who is going to come out on top? It could be a different winner, or we can have our first 2-time victor in the Sky Station Showdown.
If you're just tuning in, if you're watching from home, if you're here in LA, if you're talking about it on Reddit, the format is very important. The top 3 control points are worth 3 points per second, and it's got to be your VIP uncontested to earn those points. Quick note, the Fish Fam already taking the top over there on the red capture point. Kenzie putting down some moves. After 8 minutes have gone by, that bottom middle control point is exposed for 12 points a second. Lost Kings going down there. The Sunshine Soldiers not able to pick up any points just yet. Meanwhile, the Fish Fam, I almost bet, is still uncontested. Look at them just climb up the leaderboard already in the triple digits. Sunshine Soldiers, Nick 830 throwing a couple off the top there. Pokimane taking shots from a distance. Excellent shot. Picks up that elimination of the sword carrier, the VIP for the Chicken Champions. That's Chandler
Play range.
Challenging Pokimane to a 1v1.
There you go. Look at that range, right? That was a really smart play there from Pokimane, just playing the range game, not allowing that Infinity Blade to get right in front of her, because they have that slow animation, you get caught in it, and then it's a wrap at that point in time. And you're also going to have Davier here, also known as Ambush King. This guy has been all around the Fortnite community doing so many events. He's been all around, and it's crazy to see that he's here today playing, and maybe could get that golden ticket not only to this event, but also to New York City.
This is actually kind of an interesting strategy piece. You saw Courage on the ramp. I would just want to note, he was look at him. He's waiting and taking shots. He knows there's a sword carrier up top, but he didn't want to push up because it was going to be a 1v1 against someone with an Infinity Blade. Not a good call. That right there, waiting for Jordan Fisher to come up as well, is a big move, because you know a 2v2 much better odds of winning, especially when you then have an Infinity Blade on your side.
That middle platform, too, gives you some good range. And if players push up, you could throw down an impulse grenade and shoot them off to the side. Jordan Fisher, as you saw a second ago, was going to be eliminated. And the Llama Record Company needs to reset. Only 18 points for our current leaders, our current overall leaders. And then the Cuddle Crew in first place. And it's gaining fast. Xavier Woods and company looking to peel away with a victory here. Fish Fam not far behind.
In a situation like this with the game mode that's very the creative game mode here that's been developed, the Cuddle Crew has 2 professional players, professional Fortnite players from Ghost Gaming. That's kind of scary. You think looking at a game mode like this, they're going to have an advantage? Because things are a little different. I think this is, everybody kind of understands, this is different than traditional competitive Fortnite.
Oh, for sure. But when you know how to aim, you know how to aim. And that is certainly what this Ghost Gaming crew and Aiden and Kayun are capable of doing. A lot of our players, though, here, I mean, Courage has also competed in a few of the World Cups, as have you, Cypher PK. So we have some great players that have been participating in competition, in official Fortnite competitions for quite some time now. So there's a lot of formidable players that are out there. And then bear in mind that it's not really just that one-to-one battle like you would typically have in Battle Royale, where you're going up against someone and then maybe there's a third party. This whole map is just a series of third parties. It's just players all just throwing shots everywhere they possibly can, looking to connect, looking to get some siphons so that they can keep themselves going and maybe get some more builds.
Look at the faces of all 4 players for the Fish Fam holding this control point.
Busov's picking up a bunch of elims.
Oh yeah, sitting on 5 right now. Vixar at 4. McKenzie rotating around inside, just trying to stay mobile. You don't want to get picked by a hunting rifle shot from a distance. Keep in mind, too, as we mentioned earlier, the loadout across the board for every player in this match is the same.
Oh, Lord.
Unless you're carrying the... Oh, I'm pretty sure that's laser beam.
Yeah, that's laser beam.
Yep. Every single player is sitting on that rare, the blue AR, a rare tactical shotgun.
And look at McKenzie.
Hunting rifle. Oh, yeah.
Just hiding. No reason for you to poke out, Lupo. There's no reason for the Infinity Blade player, the VIP, to poke out when you're on point like this. Even for Lost Kings, just hide and maybe get a wall right in front. Create some more protection and ensure that the angles are covered. You also want to build in areas where you know you're not going to get pressured from, like, 2 different angles. You kind of want to, even though it's going to be out in the open, you just want to mitigate as much of that carnage as possible and give yourself a fighting opportunity for your VIP.
Shots, the most eliminations on the team. Looking back behind, barely stays up. 12 HP total. Siphon can pick her all the way back up, but Char Shot gonna catch him off guard.
He's on her and she'd be eliminated.
He literally mentioned Raven's Revenge sneaking in out of nowhere, coming from off camera, picking up that elimination.
I don't think the observers are trying to do it. I don't think they are. Oh, did they put a pyramid on top of him? On top of Xavier?
2 players. Look, Aiden.
There he is.
Kayun, both sitting on 15 eliminations apiece. Xavier.
And that's 2 players, right? Like, they boxed around him, so players are going to have to put shots down on a first layer of build and then look to do the same thing. While all this is going on, you're going to have Kayun and Aiden, as well as their golden ticket winner, who's a pretty good player, bear in mind, Beast, who I had a moment to chat with as well earlier today. Oh dear.
Wait,
oh dear.
Cypher was sitting in the spawn, taking shots at Kayun from the outside. Kayun just turned around and used that hunting rifle to take him out. What a shot there. Situation kind of tough for the team. I would like to point out, though, the Cuddle Crew, because they've stored Xavier Woods in a box to ship him all the way to the top of the leaderboard, they've made their way there.
No one knows he's there.
69 points.
No one knows he's there. There's no reason for Xavier Woods to get out of there. Let your teammates do the work. You have 2 of the best competitive Fortnite players out right now that are competing in this game, protecting you. No reason. Just hide your pyramid, Xavier. I believe in you, buddy.
Team 1 and 2, the Fish Fam and the Cuddle Crew are so far ahead of every other team. It's ridiculous. Almost a 500-point difference between 2nd and 3rd right now. Kayun and Aiden, 2 very accurate players. Aiden playing on a controller as well. The impulse nade into the sky, going big for a shot there. Can't quite connect it. His teammate picks it up, though.
And because he's gotten so many eliminations, he's able to build and protect that base even more so. That's going to be the B point, and they have ran away with this one. In a few moments, we're going to get that middle hill opening up, but they're at 816 points, Lupo. They've gained. This could very well be a win for the Cuddle Crew.
This is ridiculous. If they win this game so quickly, there's going to be so a limited amount of time for that fourth control point. A smile on Mackenzie's face there, you see on the screen. Second place is still worth 4 placement points, leading towards those. That's the sum of the 6 games.
If I'm Fish Fam, I'm sending one of my players after the Cuddle Crew to try and stop them from gaining points. Because if it keeps going like this, it's going to be GG. There's nothing they could do. You have to split up, and you have to look for them, and the point's going to open up. Point D's going to open up in 15 seconds, Lupo, and Cuddle Crew probably don't even need it.
Right now, still climbing, still unchallenged, I think. Xavier holding that control point. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be the fastest game
This is crazy.
we see the entire night. We're just over halfway through game 4, and the bottom middle is open, and multiple swords are flying in right now. Jordan Fisher and the player from Phantoms, the Little Whip Warriors, though. 3 of the 4 players sitting right on the point right now.
And the Cuddle Crew have pushed on forward. They're going to keep holding this down. No one's going to get in there to try and stop them. But one player does try to make a valiant effort to do it. Is Patriota, who's going in for that tack shot. He getting the connections, but Kayun is making him pay. In come his team, though, looking to support him right from the off-screen yet again. And then finally, the run here for the Cuddle Crew is going to be stopped. And this is where the Fish Fam can come and take this game away from everyone else.
Xavier Woods going to have to push back in as fast as he can. The Fish Fam now in the lead, 951 points and climbing a dominant first.
They have to push Fish
right
Fam.
now. They have to. Look at him, just dancing it out, sitting inside the control point. 6 minutes remaining, but it's not even going to matter. The Fish Fam are holding it down. No one's challenging. This might be it. 996. That's a victory royale. Game 4 goes to the Fish Fam.
Man, Cuddle Crew had control. They were gaining points that whole game, but it was Raven's Revenge that thwarted that opportunity. And Xavier Woods, you could see the tension, the stress, the frustration in his face there. But the victory will go to the Fish Fam. Man, I have to say that definitely for the Cuddle Crew, that stinks. You know,
I actually can't believe that they came back and won that.
I can't.
The Cuddle Crew they were so far ahead for so long. Look at this, just dancing out the last moments here. I think at this point you just kind of know you've got it if no one's challenging. Big Star did go down for just a second, but there it is, the celebration, knowing they picked that up, honestly, at that point, kind of with ease.
Certainly did not look like a fish out of water in that game. And that is going to be game 4, all wrapped up. Man, we've had some, again, this has been fun because players have been determining different strategies that work out for their team. And it's been interesting to see these strategies build out. For a lot of them, it's really just built around Xavier Woods was hiding inside of that pyramid. One of the Little Whip players literally jumped on top of Xavier Woods on the box, or in the pyramid, I should say. Didn't even know he was there. Didn't even look because he was more focused on getting to that objective.
On top of that, Kayun and Aiden sitting on stacks of eliminations. You know, big shout out to the Fish Fam for everything that they did to come from behind there. But I am kind of curious, what was the thought process with the Cuddle Crew at those last few seconds?
Yeah, and while Fish Fam were the winners of that game, one team that had victory taken away from them. Where is it? It's the team I'm rooting for. The Cuddle Crew. That's right, you want one of these? Yeah, well, the good news, whoa! He's a heel, he's a heel. All right, well, we have the Cuddle Crew standing by with Pooks. Take it away.
Thank you so much, JB. I am here with our Cuddle Crew. We were getting very close and cuddly up here on the main stage. They weren't unfortunately victorious in that last game, but they definitely played hardball, showed their competitors what it takes to really knock them down. Now, I am here with Xavier Woods. How has your experience in the WWE really prepped you for today?
Well, considering the fact that I'm a 5-time WWE World Tag Team Champion, and I have the greatest YouTube channel of all time, Up, Up, Down, Down. Go subscribe if you have yet to subscribe already. It's gotten me ready for a team event such as this. And like everybody said before us, having such a good team is really what is going to set us apart and allow us to win these next 2 games in order to win, because we're what you call storytellers. We've let everybody feel good. We've let some other people get some wins, but now we're showing our true colors. We're about to bring it back for the Cuddle Crew.
I love it. I love the energy. Listen to the crowd. They love it as well. Now, Aiden, what did you think when you saw this map for the first time?
Oh, it's definitely a different from like competitive. It's a nice change. You know, it's really fun to play, and there's a lot of the content creators are doing some wild things out here, like the stair all the way up top. That was so funny, but it's really fun to play a different mode from the original competitive.
Yeah, it's a nice break for you and your teammate, Hayoon. What did you think when you knew that you were playing with Aiden?
I mean, we're gonna win, right? That's all we need to know. We got the plans all worked out, the strategies worked out, the next 3 matches are in the bag.
I'll be gunning for you guys for sure. I have my Cuddle team leader hoodie downstairs. I want a chance to wear it today. And finally, our golden ticket winner. Congratulations for making it here. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. This is a great team, just great people all around. This is amazing.
Awesome, nice and concise, man, a few words. I love it. Well, thank you so much, guys. Congratulations again. Back to Lupo and GB.
Thank you, Pookie. And yes, the Cuddle Crew, they're feeling good. I got my towel back. Cuddle Crew all day. That's right. There's a Cuddle Crew section over there. That's right. We're the pink towels. That's what we do, Lupo. I'm not giving this to you because I'm afraid you're going to throw it again, and then I don't have an extra.
I might. That's true.
No, don't rip it from me. Be my friend.
Keep
okay?
in mind,
Be my
there are
friend.
8 teams here playing, and every single one, all the proceeds go directly to charity.
It's really awesome. Once again, $1 million spread out for the prize pool, and $350,000 going for first place, just alone to charity. A great cause for all of our competitors that are there, and for the golden ticket competitor, they could find themselves in New York City for the Fortnite World Cup final. That is what is on the line. But to break down the action that we saw just a little while ago, let's head back down to the floor with Sundown.
Thank you so much, GB and Lupo. And now I want to take a quick listen into the victors from the last game, but it's not going to be any comms that happened in the middle. We're going to hear kind of their pregame speech, how they motivated themselves, that then led into the epic victory royale. So take a listen right now.
If we can make Chicken come last this round, I think we'll win the next round.
Oh, by the way, they are doing listening.
Yeah.
So we should probably try not to swear, yeah. I don't think they've done anything bad. It would have been tweeted off to a million.
They would have, they pre-checked the clips,
They're recording clips and then sending them for the game. But we may as well, like, try.
Yeah.
Play it a little cleaner than screaming. All right, let's get to it.
Sorry, listen in, guys. Like, we all over it. G-rated, you hear me? All right, let's go, boys. Focus up. Let's get the...
And you can see they were able to focus up. Indeed, Mackenzie was looking to go big so his team would be able to cheer hallelujah. They lost and found the lead a number of times, but Mackenzie was able to use those little moon jumps to try and stay in the zone. And in the end, they were able to get the victory roses and take it home. The inspiration right there, the focus being enough. You can see how Muselk and Vikkstar were able to lay down the smackdown using those rare tactical shotguns to put the shutdown on the other teams, control the singular top point, and take home the victory royale. Incredibly well done from the Fish fam. That was it from me. We're gonna toss it back up to the desk with Lupo and Golden Boy. Gents, take it away.
Once again, thank you, Sundown. Always fun to hear Muselk, motivate the team, and then the guy's a character.
I love those listens.
Probably some of my favorite videos, hands down, that I love watching. The shenanigans, again, the shenanigans. But shenanigans with victories, and that's important. That's important, Now, bear in mind, as we have covered all the games that have happened here today, we have the scoreboard and the update where we are right now after game number 4. And it is going to be the Llama Record Company still holding on by a hair to first place with 13 points.
Close second, though, the Fish fam now at 12 after that last game. Chicken Champions at 10. Ravens Revenge at 10 as well. Cuddle Crew, Lil Whip Warriors, Sunshine Soldiers, and the Funky Fighters rounding out You're all 8 of your teams there. Shout out to Laserbeam for maintaining the lowest score. He'd be winning if this were golf.
Yeah, well, another thing to keep in mind, Lupo, is that this has worked out very well for the Llama Record Company because we've had different winners every game. And who knows, maybe we can find ourselves a different winner in Game 5. We're gonna go to a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna have the epic conclusion of the Fortnite Creative Showdown here at the Summer Block Party. So without further ado, our in-house DJ, Mike Realm, play us out, my man.
I'd say my favorite part about building maps is the fact that people are able to play them with their friends.
With Fortnite Creative, you could build whatever you want and it would stay there forever.
What really got me hooked is the ability to create anything I can imagine.
I'm Blue Drive.
I'm Macamix.
I'm Stormhawk.
I'm Nelaf.
I'm Tomoya.
I'm KK Slider.
We are Evolve. And we designed the Creative Showdown capture map.
It's super exciting to be in LA.
Team Evolve got invited to the Summer Block Party.
We've made a map that will be played by professionals and celebrities.
Seeing them in person actually playing a map is going to be insane. When I'm in LA, I'm definitely looking forward to meeting the rest of the team because I haven't met them in real life yet.
I'm from England.
I am currently in Germany.
I'm from Orlando, Florida.
I'm from Columbus, Ohio.
I'm from Ireland.
And I'm from Sweden.
Never actually met anyone in person, so when we land in LA, it'll be the first time.
Actually meeting in real life, it was super cool.
It was as if we'd known each other for a long time.
When you're actually meeting them in person, completely different experience.
So right now, KK Slider and Somalia aren't here.
KK gets here tonight, and Tomolia will be here later in the week, and I'm super excited to meet them.
Team Evolve, we all sort of found each other because we'd all been featured in-game.
It started off with a group chat where we were just talking about creative.
Yeah, we were just sort of just posting what we were working on, different maps, different ideas, sharing tips and tricks. We just hit it off instantly.
Blue said that he wanted to make this team, and we were all down, so kind of just went crazy from there.
Working together allows us to be inspired by each other, and everyone brings something unique to the table.
I'd say it's a pretty equal collaboration of all of our ideas. We get everyone together when we're thinking of something and kind of just bounce ideas off each other.
There are definitely different skills that people are better at.
My role within Team Evolve is sort of like a managerial. I frequently talk with Epic, and then I sort of like feed that back to the team.
Blue Drive is also very good at doing anything that is needed.
Maka and Storm are crazy with the building. Storm's a maniac. Like, he doesn't even sleep, I swear. He just keeps building and building and building.
And KK is putting up some extraordinary mechanics.
Tomalia, he's amazing at architecture and stuff, and Nelaf just comes up with the craziest ideas.
We end up with a mixture of everyone's talents.
To start off, we had a video call with people at Epic asking us to make a 32-player map.
I was actually at the Epic headquarters when they had proposed this idea. As soon as they even offered it, we were on it.
I always knew Epic liked to work with smaller creators. I never knew that they would start doing stuff on this scale.
Some of the hardest initial things was sort of deciding on the actual game mode.
Now, the challenge was definitely when the guys at Epic were playtesting, everything had to be changed around because we did too much at the start.
We all sort of got carried away with the design rather than the playability of the map.
So we got the task to build it a bit more open.
A big obstacle was to make sure that no teams would have an advantage over another.
They wanted a map that was easy to spectate.
So we sort of had to like scrap everything.
We had to completely destroy the map multiple times.
When you have to delete, your work, there's obviously a little bit of, pain.
Even though we destroyed the map, we were still so excited and eager to see it come to life that we just kept going.
It was really amazing to see how far the map has come.
Epic said that it was working, which we were super happy about. We were finally at that end point.
About a week ago, I would say, we could finally look at our map and picture it being played at the Summer Block Party.
The funny thing is, we've not actually had a chance to play this map. The first time that we're going to see what we've been working hard on is actually when everyone else sees it.
We're excited about seeing, you know, all the big players playing our map. Like, that's gonna be crazy.
If there's anything I can recommend, it's try to find a few good friends that enjoy making maps as much as yourself and see what you can come up with together.
The first step is, you know, actually finishing a map and sharing it with people.
You can just do whatever you want. I mean, there's so much freedom in what you can make.
Be unique, stand out, and really provide something that somebody's never seen before.
Once again, huge shout out to our in-house DJ Mike Realm, who's just cutting it up out there. But welcome back everyone to the Fortnite Creative Showdown, a part of the Summer Block Party weekend. Golden Boy and Dr. Lupo here, calling all the fun. We've had a great time with Sky Station Showdown. I think I just saw something fall from the ceiling just there. I think it was another one of those parachutes with all the goodies that they've been giving out. I want to get one, you know, but they don't land over here, man.
Even if you asked, they probably would not hook you up, GB. I apologize. If you're here,
level shade right there.
If you're here at the Forum in beautiful Los Angeles, California, make some noise, please, because thank you very much for coming. We appreciate it. Today's not the only day either. Tomorrow, the Pro-Am. We got some duos running around out there. I know I have a favorite to win the entire event. Hey, there's one of those, if you get one of those parachutes, make sure you tweet out #SummerBlockParty.
That's right. Use that hashtag. Share with us your favorite moments, clips, on all that good stuff. We want to hear from you on social media. Now, again, we're going to refresh you guys on what we've been looking at so far. The map is Sky Station Showdown, and competition, it's pretty simple.
Just tuning in on the left side of your screen there are 3 capture points, A, B, and C, that are worth 3 points a second. After 8 minutes have passed, that 4th point, control point D, opens, and it's 12 points a second. You have to have your VIP in the control point uncontested, and the first team to 1,000 points, or whoever has the highest score at the end of 15 minutes, they come away with a victory royale.
And if you're the winner, not only do you get the victory, but you get 5 points, and this is what it goes toward, the overall leaderboard. And we saw it right before the break, but we'll get you guys up to speed. Once again, Llama Record Company is going to be sitting at 13 points, top of the leaderboard. And with each game, it's been a new winner, and that has benefited Llama Record Company because they've managed to keep themselves competitive in the top 3, top 4 at times. So they continue to add on to their overall score total. Will we have a new winner in this game, or could we have our first repeat winner? I think it's time to find out, Lupo. You excited?
I'm excited. We've gone through 4 so far. We're looking at game 5, and it's still anybody that could win. Anybody could come out on top, and that $350,000 for charity for first place is big.
That's right, folks. In 5 seconds, it's time to head back over to Sky Station for yet another showdown. Let's get right on into it. And let's see if some of our first-time winners, our winners overall, are going to do the same thing, implement the same strategies. Could we see Xavier Woods in a pyramid once again? Or maybe it's going to be Chandler Riggs and his team working around each other, building and supporting it. Well, we're just going to have to find out right here, right now. And no surprise, the Chicken Champions are going to be at the top in the early game here. Fish Fam as well. Fish Fam did squeak by with that victory in game number 4. I wonder if they could do it again, man.
Left side of your screen, Xavier Woods and the rest of the Cuddle crew already assuming the position for the same strategy they ran last time. A couple pyramids, a little build up there. And look, Xavier's hanging out inside here. The Fish Fam might actually have had the same idea as they're just barely in the lead. Both teams still accruing points. Little Whip Warriors now taking ownership of that last control point. Look at this. Raven's Revenge attempting to challenge, can't quite cut it there. Meanwhile, over on the A control point, the blue one right here, Little Whip Warriors taking ownership yet again. Looks like a little bit of a fight on the B control point. You can see the top middle of your screen, the current ownership and control point status for all 3 of those. You see a little circle come around the outside, filling in that hexagon once it's been taken over. All 3 teams, I think, sitting there, sitting pretty right now. Little Whip Warriors taking some shots. You see Cypher talking it out with his teammates, talking about taking shots at a distance there.
Point B has actually been contested. Actually, point C finally as well. I was wondering when anyone was going to challenge these players that are going to try and turtle on these points. It worked out brilliantly in game 4, but this is a new game and everyone knows what they did. They had to have peaked the strategy and they have to punish that. They cannot allow them to get away with it again, and I'm expecting a Little Whip Warriors to have to deal with that in a little bit. But as we go on over to the other side, to the green point, that was where we saw WWE's Xavier Woods alongside the rest of the Cuddle crew racking up some more points, and it's Little Whip Warriors that will be in first place. But time's a ticking here, Lupo, and this is a close one.
No surprise here, the Funky Fighters sitting at currently 0 points. I'm kind of curious what Laserbeam's up to today. We'll have to see here going into game 5. 12.5 minutes remaining. Meanwhile, look at this.
Llama
Fisher.
Record Company, they're doing the same thing. They're turtling up. And even then, I kind of like that because it's an opportunity for Jordan Fisher to escape immediately without destroying the builds.
That top edit open if he needs to. He can just look up and lunge his way out. Uzelk and the squad going to have to defend for just a second here. Their golden ticket winner currently eliminated. The swings are required. Mackenzie gets cut down. The Sunshine Soldiers taking over there. You have Pokimane and Maddie climbing their way.
And the issue in that instance, Lupo, was that they were facing the ramp. So players are going to come up that ramp 9 times out of 10. Sometimes you're going to get a Vixar play where they impulse their way all the way up to the top. But that ramp has been safe for a lot of players to trek through. And the way that they were positioned, the way that the Fish Fam's VIP was positioned, as soon as you come up that ramp, you're going to see them. And they're a sitting duck. It's going to be a shooting gallery. And then, as you saw right there, they're going to pay the price.
Oh, Kayun barely able to wall off for just a second. Sharshot does get one elimination, then trades back. Cuddle Team golden ticket winner does go down to Patriota, and it looks like Raven's Revenge have taken this control point, but the VIP's not up there. You can't earn points unless they're in the control point uncontested.
Exactly. You have to be in there, and if you're not, so it's nice and all well and good that you cleared him out, but where's the follow-up? That is the question that you got to be asking yourself here. And also, just a fun note here on Rafael Dracon. It's a Brazilian writer, screenwriter, best known for The One, which will actually be released on Netflix at the end of the month. So I will certainly be checking that out. I'm looking for a new thing to watch on Netflix. So there you go. And he's here right now. So everyone should just go and support him.
On top of that, if you're always looking for content, you can pull up twitch.tv/. No, I'm just kidding.
Imagine.
Imagine right now, yeah. I wonder how fast production will be in my ear on that one. Player from the Lost Kings with 2 eliminations, Pokey with 2 as well. Their golden ticket winner with 2, but Maddie, what a dominant player right now, sitting on 8 eliminations for the team. 10.5 minutes left, and remember, at 7 minutes remaining is when that 4th control point opens up. Things are going to get a little crazy.
Pokemon's looking for it. Pokemon's looking for it. Finds one in front of him. It's going to be a member of the Cuddle Crew, but where's Xavier Woods? He's got to scope it out. And there you find him in the pyramid, and Xavier Woods does get the better of her, but he did manage to, at the very least, lose some of those builds that they desperately need here, Luke.
This is looking like the play. Honestly, it doesn't surprise me that it's coming from 2 players from Ghost Gaming, Aiden and Kayun, and probably quite a bit of input from their golden ticket winner as well. Xavier sitting inside the pyramid, inside a box. It feels like there's multiple layers of protection there. So even if the rest of them go down, you have to have a VIP push onto the point to contest that, because Xavier's just hanging out, man.
And he's going to be in a very secure 1-by-1. But the issue with this is that everyone surely knows that Xavier Woods is going to be inside of that 1-by-1. So while they may not have the resources, spread out the wood a little bit so that this way you can kind of throw off, make your opponents really have to sniff that out. You want to do your absolute best to trick your opponents, not give them an easy pick. Xavier Woods is going to be out in the open right now. Once again, it's going to be the Sunshine Soldiers that continue to push on in. Pokimane gets knocked down. A little whip player up above brings him on down right to her level. And then, Pokimane couldn't deal with the pressure from the players that had popped up from right over her shoulder. Sunshine Sunshine Soldiers. Okay, you got it. You got me, Balla. I messed up with that one too. And this one, certainly a bit of a tongue twister. But Xavier Woods, oh no, what's in the box? And Xavier Woods gets away.
Big pickup there, the player from the Lost Kings here. We're actually going to take a second here and throw it down to the floor with Pookie, who does have his counterpart on the mic right now.
Thank you so much, Lupo. I am here with Nick from Lost Kings. Hello, welcome. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, feeling good. It's exciting out here.
It's definitely exciting for sure. You guys are looking really good. You and your teammate Rob from Lost Kings. Now, had a second to talk to you. Who would you say to the 2 of you is better at the game?
I would like to think I'm better, but he plays more than I do, so he would definitely be better, but my confidence doesn't waver, I'll tell you that.
I love the confidence. Now, when I came over, you were kind of talking to him a little bit. Were you kind of in his ear, kind of, letting him know what play to make next?
Yeah, we've been talking back and forth, because after the first game, I felt like watching him the first game, I was like, oh, okay. But then it's like everybody got their strategies, and the second game was completely different, and every game has been different. And I feel like on our side, where we're trying to hold it down, there's a bunch of teams, it feels like. So it's been back and forth the whole time. So we've been strategizing in between, but every game's been different. It's crazy.
Yeah, adaptation is certainly key in a tournament like this, but you know what? I'm gonna let you get back to your teammates. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much. GB and Lupo, back to you guys.
Thank you very much. Interesting insight there, a little back and forth trading strategy. You love to see it. Here's to hoping the rest of this game for the Sunshine Soldiers, led by the Lost Kings, plays out a little better. Right now they're sitting at 7th at 75 points.
They keep challenging this red control point. Got to give them credit. They certainly, the confidence, the strategy he mentioned has not wavered, but the big point, the neutral, the golden control point down low has opened up, and you're already starting to see these players scramble to get control of it. And it's going to be the Llama Record Company that gets on in there. They have to get Jordan Fisher in that pyramid, though. If they're able to do that, they can get some good points and a good lead.
I actually could hear the crowd for just a second, realizing that Jordan Fisher is sitting in the control point. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. You gotta push him on. 426 points in climbing. I want to point out too, if we were watching for just a second, there were multiple teams fighting out, and then suddenly, seemingly out of nowhere, Jordan Fisher flies in like a majestic eagle and lands right on that D control point, now uncontested.
Now, I was going to say that I would have liked to see Jordan Fisher get in the pyramid, but if he was in the pyramid, he wouldn't be in the zone to get the points for the Llama Record Company. And now they're going to have the lead. They've gone up to 630 points and counting. Llama Record Company could be a repeat winner if it keeps going like this, but I spoke too soon as they're shut down by Point D.
Caster curse is real. Blame that one on Golden Boy. 630 points, almost a 100-point lead over the Fish Fam. Vicstar, their golden ticket winner. Muzelk and McKenzie holding it out up top. This top control point, while it is excellent that they're holding it, it's only worth 3 points per second. That bottom middle one, don't forget, it's worth 12. It's 4 times as fast.
They're back in it again. They're back in the point once again, Lupo. Jordan Fisher and the Llama Record Company, they have had a plan and they've managed to execute it not once, but 2 times. And it's going to be up to Xavier Woods from the Cuddle Crew to try and stop this. They had a great start in Game 5, but it slowly started to slow down, I should say, for the Cuddle Crew. And there you see all the players, all the active players. But here, Xavier Woods tries his best, but no builds, no protection, kind of picked off. It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
You mentioned Jordan. Wait, was that a pun? This is a Fish fan too. Come on.
Well, no, I mean, you know, he was a bear. He was a bear.
I just want to make note, down in the bottom middle, Jordan got back into the control point, and then I'm not sure how many different players were taking shots simultaneously, but it seemed like 4, 5, 6, maybe multiple teams firing down simultaneously because they don't want. Look at this. Vicstar's throwing impulse nades while McKenzie's sitting on the control point from all the way up top because they're trying to mess with anybody that might take the lead back from them down there. You gotta look out. Llama Record Company, though, sitting at 834. Lead right now as the Fish Fam is still catching up, 770 plus and counting. Not far behind Chandler Riggs and the Chicken Champions trying to take home the championship.
Gotta see. I wonder what Courage, Loser Fruit, his team trying to accomplish here. It's going to be Jordan Fisher once again sitting over by the point, but it's contested, so they weren't gaining anything for that time being. You see at the top of the screen, folks, when the icon, the letter is colored in with the color of the respective team, they are earning points on that control area. When it's not and it's white or cleared out, it's neutral, they're gaining nothing out of it.
So here, impulse nades. Courage JD pushing his way back into the middle. Shots at the Funky Fighters on the outside. I don't think a tactical shotgun's going to be very effective at that range, and only a few builds in hand. Jordan Fisher attempting to stay on this bottom middle platform is contested by the Funky Fighters for just a second as Jack Dillon. Oh yeah.
That is crazy. How are you even supposed to stay alive in that instance? There's so many players focused down low, but the Llama Record Company have now crossed the 900-point threshold, but Fish Fam have done so. Right as I said that, they're right behind them, and they might be able to take the lead here. No one's stopping them.
Oh, just barely, just a second. Llama Record Company and Jordan Fisher holding out that D control point. They're less than 50 points away, but the Fish Fam going uncontested on C.
Stopping them.
This might mean a first place for the Fish Fam, and they take the lead.
They have the lead, but is anyone going to try and challenge it? It's Xavier Woods who jumps in, and this could be the saving grace for the Llama Record Company as Xavier Woods tries to cut through this, but they're continuing to earn points. No one is going to be inside of the zone to challenge, but he ends up falling at the last second, and that is absolutely massive there. Fish Fam not gaining any more. They're so close to winning this game. Could it happen? Could the Llama Record Company be our first back-to-back champion, or will it be the Fish Fam actually being back-to-back in this instance? Jordan Fisher finds one right behind him. The pressure's on here. He's got to get on that point, Lupo.
Here it is. He's taking it. He has it. You see the top middle, the D. Where
he does it!
He got it!
Oh
Last
my!
second! The victory royale!
I cannot believe it! Last second plays there for the Llama Record Company. The music lives on. And they win not once, but twice.
Game 5 goes to Jordan Fisher, loser for Courage JD and their golden ticket winner. Look at that. Look at the hugs. Look at the family feelings there. That's Fortnite, man.
Yeah, that was intense. Intense. Start to finish. The Cuddle crew had a great start. Fish Fam as well, playing to their strengths and their strategies. Chicken Champions numerous times challenging those players in those established positions, but it was the play at point D, the golden control point, that allowed them to be able to just fly to the top of the scoreboard and come out with a victory.
Jordan with a pop-off celebration, Jack as well. Oh man, you love to see it. Absolutely incredible, Golden Boy.
And with that, they had 13 points before. Now they will get 5 extra because of it, so it makes it a grand total of 18 points. Firmly in the lead for Llama Record Company. 1 game remaining. Whew. This has been great. This has been great. Not out of it yet though, because when we get an update on the leaderboard, we'll see if they have a struggle of a game. It could be bad for them, of course, and we'll get a overall scoreboard update in a little bit. That game was great though.
You have to keep in mind too, all 8 teams are playing for a total prize pool for charity of $1 million. First place does come away with that $350,000, and on top of that, 2 tickets, flight, hotel covered all the way to the Fortnite World Cup in New York City.
Yeah, so now I was told that we have an interview down at the floor. We have the Funky Fighters actually with Kitty Play standing by. They're in last place, and I'm curious about their strategy. Kitty, what do you have for me?
Hey, Golden Boy, I got these boys, the Funky Fighters. They are doing their best to stay in this competition, and now with 1 more game remaining, not possible for you guys to clutch it out anymore. You are in dead last.
We kind of figured that out after the first game. We only got 12 points, so we realized it's an uphill battle, so we tried to sky base. We're just trying everything at this point.
Yeah, can you talk to me about the sky base? I thought that was very interesting. It's definitely a strategy, hoping to get up into the air and over the point. How did that work out for you?
It didn't work out at all, but we wanted to see if you could go above the points and still score, but we never actually made it to that point. So Nick A30 shot us down. He's real rude.
Sorry, Nick A30 did shoot you guys down, unfortunately. Then I heard that you might try and go underneath the base. How did that go, Laserbeam?
Sorry, I was booing Nick. I missed everything. Sorry.
Nick is still the most innocent, kind, loving person in the world, though.
All right, he's a sweetheart, but he's also toxic and sweaty. All right, so I don't like him anymore. He's mean.
Oh, I'm sure that you guys will come to a peaceful agreement later. So how has your experience been so far playing on the stage and with this incredible team?
It's super cool. It's super high energy, and I've never done anything like this before. I've also never really played Fortnite before. Probably gonna hear a lot of boos.
Okay, can we get a big cheer in the audience? You know, you're trying out Fortnite. So even though you're not going to go to the finals at the end of July, describe this experience as the golden ticket winner.
Well, even though we're still like last place, like it's still like once in a lifetime opportunity to just play on the big stage on Epic. But it was just like really fun still.
I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying it. So one last game. You can't win. How are you going to play?
We're going to spawn camp the fish, make sure they can't win anything.
Oh, okay. Good luck with that. Well, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the interview. But we've got more games. The final game coming up right now. I'm sending it right back to Golden Boy and Dr. Lupo.
He's just picking fights with everyone, man. So his problem is with the chicken champions, but evidently he's called out the fish. Clearly he has an issue with seafood and poultry. So, hey, man. Maybe, I know it's like kind of hard to get it in Australia. It's very far away. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Like I said, I would like to spend one day in the mind of Laserbeam given the chance, but I'd also like to spend an opportunity to look at everybody else and how they're playing so far. GB, how might we be able to potentially do that before too long?
Wow, that is a very loaded question, but the good news is we have analysis standing by. It's going to be Balla to break it down. Lupo, you almost threw me for a loop. Bo, take it away, Balla.
Oh my gosh, we're fighting.
Gentlemen, it's a nail biter. You guys might be fighting, but I'm having a great time. And honestly, it's a nail biter. That's what I was doing just as I was doing this, because look at the score. It is tight. And again, we had that actually happened. Fish Fam versus the Llama Record Company 2 times. And the Llama Record Company getting the first double win. Let's go ahead and take a look at how that actually unfolded with some highlights. Here we go. Llama Record Courage Jade. What is that? Onto the chicken, the tender defender all the way across the way. That was a dirty shot, but they're just using the strategy over and over and over again. Just get him inside the point, protect him, and then just put a wall, box him up, and nothing can be done. They did this last time, just barely getting in to that deep point where they're racking up all the points. And look, Courage is just on the outside looking in while Jordan Fisher, hey, he's by himself just free running around. And look at those moves. He's been playing the death runs left and right. Jordan Fisher is a monster with the movement there with that Infinity Blade. That's how they're gonna go ahead and earn themselves that win. And guys, it's the last game. So Golden Boy, Dr. Lupo, close us out.
Appreciate it, Balla. I did manage to get Dr. Lupo to high-five me in the middle of that.
You can't prove that.
I have a lot of people in this venue that can back me up, or because they like you more than me, they probably will just defend you, and that's okay.
Yes,
and I
they
accept
will.
that. And I accept that. But we have a lot of people in this venue. We also have a lot of people joining us outside as the Fan Fest is going on. There's a lot of fun activities happening out there. You got zip lines, you can have a Nerf battle, photo booths. It's really cool.
Here at the Forum in LA, we have thousands of people outside. Look at the dance moves. I want to see you do that later. I'm just putting it out there.
I've lacked the ability to do so.
Every single person, if you do make your way down to the Forum, keep in mind there's a ton of stuff going on here, not just Fortnite. It's just a good time all around, man.
Exactly. You know, there's a lot of fun things to do in the venue. There's also a lot of fun things to do outside of the venue. And then don't forget, tomorrow, we're going to have the Fortnite Pro-Am, where you're going to see folks like Dr. Lupo take the stage and play for charity.
Wait, did you hear that? Hold on, we're going to try. Can you just do me a favor? Just say my name one more time.
Well, we're going to have Dr. Lupo play for charity.
I hope everybody watching online is hearing that.
All right,
It's
guys.
very loud.
Do it for me. Do it for me, man. That hurt.
we go.
All right, they did it. I'll take it. Broke my heart for a brief moment, but it's okay, guys. I still love you. All right, let's take a look at the scoreboard now. Where we are right now, get the show back on the rails, folks. So Llama Record Company are going to have 18 points sitting in first place. Fish Fam, 16 points in second. As I had mentioned, you gave me a look before. You were like, I don't trust you, GB. Yeah, look at that right there. Fish Fam can easily come back into this one.
Touche, but they're not the only ones. Raven's Revenge has an opportunity at least to push into second place. You have to remember, no matter what, the Llama Record Company's getting one, so they'll be at 19 minimum at the end of the next game. But it's still kind of anybody's game to push their way up the leaderboard. You've got an opportunity to win a ton of money for charity. It's all going to a good cause. You can't really be mad about it, right?
Yeah, you really can't. It's for charity. That's what it's all about. And that is what it's going to continue to be about, not only today for the Creative Showdown, but tomorrow for our Pro-Am. But the final game is ready to go, folks. This has been a fun time, a blast to commentate. And here we go. Let's jump into this. Come on, Forum. Let's get hype. Let's get loud. It's time to jump in to our last game of the day here at the Summer Block Party. Who is going to come out on top? Who will walk away as your Fortnite Creative Showdown champions?
Look at all 8 of the VIPs or celebrities out here playing for charity money, pushing their way up top, trying to climb. And I'd just like to point out, even just the look on his face, Chandler Riggs in the bottom left has the lead for just a second right now. Actually, both teams are climbing right now. Chandler Riggs and Xavier Woods, but just the look of determination. You love to see it.
Yeah.
It's the competitive nature of even celebrities that you think, it's video games, man. There's no way. Absolutely. They play all the time. You wouldn't believe it.
You don't want to come up to this stage in front of this crowd and compete, you know, flounder when you really putting it all out there. So I gotta give nothing but respect to the Chicken Champions, but the respect also has to be given to the Cuddle Crew. Again, in first place. This has been something we've seen time and time again, but when you get to the mid-game, the Cuddle Crew start to flounder. They need to get their bearings together at the end, and while they may not be able to win this competition, they can at least find themselves in second place if they keep playing. And Fish Fam, they were down low for a little while. I think what's fun about this mode is how these players have figured it out, and also the way that they're able to just climb right back into this game.
Still kind of anybody's game right now. Strategies have changed and developed over time. You've got players pushing in more cohesively every single time we take a look. And here we go, Jordan Fisher and the rest of the Llama Record Company. Look at that logo. Look at that face. Look at them. At least still in fourth place.
He's focused. Yeah, and I have to respect that. Loser Fruit catches one in the sky there. That's going to be the first elimination. And Loser Fruit, first Australian Twitch streamer to hit 1 million followers, by the way. All these content creators, Fortnite personalities, certainly check them out. Putting out some great content pretty much daily.
She posted after she hit 1 million followers that I think she had streamed for something like 3,901 hours or something like that over the last few years, which is insane. That's a lot of time.
Indeed it is. A lot of time, but time well spent putting into crafting her abilities in Fortnite, and of course getting to the stage here, playing at the Creative Showdown. Look at this. One Shot Girl sending those impulses forward. It's not knocking anyone away though, but the structures are falling apart, and that's because there's a lot of activity happening around Point C. The Fish Fam looking to defend, but there's going to be pressure coming from all angles here. This sky base, this platform is elevated, and everyone can see all of the control points for some easy confrontations. And there goes Courage, jumps in with Jordan Fisher, and I love that strategy there. Courage went in first, and then Jordan Fisher popped up from behind. So Courage led the way on that charge, and then waited for their VIP to be in position, and then just wiped them away.
Cohesive team push can mean the difference between taking a control point, losing it quickly. Xavier here crouching down underneath the ramps. They've bunkered down yet again. Yeah, the Cuddle Crew pushing their way to the top. It's working out. You can't really be mad about it. It's paid off multiple games in a row now, and here, Game 6, the final game of the Creative Showdown. They are full send into this strategy.
And I wonder as well if players are thinking about where their spawn is and how quickly they can get to whatever the elevated platform is where the control point lies. When you lose your team member, especially the VIP, they can fly right back into it. Positioning is going to be very important. I don't want to see players, though, really rely on just that, because then you're going to have instances where Cuddle Crew, for example, are just going to sit in a pyramid, have Xavier Woods hang out, and go uncontested for a long time. You have to try and push and punish those players and not allow them to get any of those points when we get to this later end of the game.
Last second there, looks like the Llama Record Company did take ownership of this control point, but Jordan Fisher got cut down in the middle of all that. So those three players, the rest of the team is going to have to wait for his return. Like you said, they're spawning close enough to the control point. They'll be able to get back in very quickly and pick up a bunch of points.
But my worry in that instance, Lupo, is that because the point's not being captured, any other team can look at that and say, wait a minute, no one's there. So let me go and push into this, and then could potentially wipe out I believe that was the Llama Record Company, and then Jordan Fisher has no one to go to in that instance. So a lot of little bits and strategy that you have to maybe not play in 6 games to find out, right? This game mode is deceptively deep in my opinion. if you're really putting the work in there, there's a lot of creative things you can do. And I did what you did last time, but I stand by my statement. Creative moves in a creative game mode.
5 minutes have passed thus far. Quick note, Kayun and Aiden already have 25 eliminations. They are doing everything they can to establish a base for Xavier to just accrue any points that they can. And it looks like it's working out still. 564 and climbing. The first place team, the Cuddle Crew, just behind them in second. Chicken Champions and Chandler Riggs. The Fish Fan, Mackenzie Morgan third. And Jordan Fisher, Courage JD, Loser Fruit, and their golden ticket winner in fourth.
Yeah, this is the spawn that will favor the Llama Record Company. This point is right behind them. Right, as you can see it, that's their spawn, point C. So they're able to push in, and Fish Fam should not set up shop there. It is not working out for them. Every time they push in, they end up losing it instantly. Jordan Fisher not going to be there as well. Actually, that's a correction on that one. I believe that will actually be point A. But even then, though, right, you just cannot, you cannot push in on a fort the way that we're seeing the Kodo Crew. Look at what they have over there. How is anyone supposed to challenge that?
It's going to be a tough situation. They're going to make the best of it that they can. 1.5 minutes remaining until that D control point does open up. 12 points per second earned down there in the bottom middle. Player from the Phantoms trying to climb their way all the way to the top. A couple tactical shotgun shots in the back and swings for the rafters to see if they can pick up anything possible. You have to remember too, every single elimination does earn the player 50 HP or shield. On top of that, 25 wood, so roughly 2.5 builds, and that's going to add up over time as more and more elims are improved by the team.
I would like to see Little Whip Warriors put a pyramid down to protect Phantoms. He doesn't have HP to deal with a fight. Yeah, you can siphon, as you mentioned, Lupo, but with 34 HP or 35, however much he had there, that is one shot with your attack, one shot with your AR, and then it's curtains at that point in time. Chicken Champions, though, in first place, and they're going to have 730 points and counting. One Shot Girl and Nick A30 are doing a really good job of slaying around the objective, but Chandler Riggs goes down. It's going to be a full wipe up above.
Sunshine Soldiers taking control at that point. Pokimane, Matty Sun, Lost Kings, and their golden ticket. Meanwhile, 20 seconds remaining, and the final capture point of the final game in this creative showdown is exposed. A 1v1, Lost Kings versus Chandler Riggs. Just barely makes it out for a second. We'll see here. He's trying to lunge his way away, and he actually might have made it. He did, and One Shot Girl protects him all the way up top. That control point is now exposed and a chance to take points, but here we go, Loser Fruit, Jordan Fisher on it already.
And the Llama Record Company does a brilliant job of playing around this point. This is where they shine, Lupo.
They were literally waiting for the final moments there as the clock ticked down to jump in and take that point. Jordan gets cut down on the outside. He'll have to make his way back, but it doesn't mean the control point is lost. Just a second here, a few points gonna go out, and it's actually the Funky Fighters for just a moment had ownership of it. They make their way up to 6th now. Loser Fruit, the Llama Record Company, moving into the middle, only 14 HP. Gonna be a tough situation there. Loser Fruit sitting on 17 eliminations.
The Chicken Champions have maintained this position on top of this sky base. A few builds, though, are starting to go out, and that's only gonna work in the favor of the Chicken Champions. You have Nick A30 with 15 eliminations, One Shot Girl with 7, and their golden ticket winner will also have 7 eliminations there. So 17-7, Ham Bam doing a great job supporting his teammates. Chandler Riggs, he got a little shot calling there, as you see, but they're gonna hit 900 points in just a second.
Just a moment, the Llama Record Company had ownership of that bottom middle control point uncontested. They made their way up to 4th, just ahead of the Lil Whip Warriors. Waiting it out here, 70 points remaining. This could be the end. 5 minutes and 36 seconds as the Chicken Champions are still not being challenged directly on the point. This control point is totally owned by the Chicken Champions. A number of surfaces protecting Chandler Riggs, full HP, full shield. Down to the last minute, and finally, Xavier Woods pushes up top and causes a ruckus.
But it's Chandler Riggs,
he's still in it.
He's still in it, he's standing strong, and he wins out on the battle. 990, and he's continuing to gain. He's got to get to that wall, and that's gonna do it. The Chicken Champions are your winners of Game 6. And look how happy they are there. Got to give them all the credit in the world. They played that one brilliantly. What a way to close it out.
I mean, based on what Laserbeam said, if this is toxicity and sweatiness from Nick A30, then I don't even know what I'm doing with my life. The man, he's a treasure.
Yeah, no, Canada, you're a lucky one.
Well done.
Well done, well done. The final moments, Xavier Woods looked to end the run that the Chicken Champions were on. Kayun also tried, but failed ultimately. And then Chandler Riggs getting the final elimination on Kayun. And look at the awareness from him going to the wall and just using that brief moment to give them the victory.
The last second there, you love to see it. The celebration from the Chicken Champions. Everybody going nuts. If you're here at the Forum in LA, please make some noise for your Game 6 winners.
That was awesome to watch. Sky Station Showdown certainly has been a treat for a lot of us here. Winners, every game has come with some crazy moments at the end, and that's really a fun way to kick off the summer block party. I keep using that word fun because this really is what it's all about. It's fun. It's meant to just be entertainment. It's meant to just have a good time, watch your favorite game, talk about it online, joining us, having a conversation. It really has just been a blast, man.
It's true. I've had a fantastic time the entire time, but we do have something very serious.
All right, do we want to know who won? We want to know who won? I think so. I think everyone wants to know. It's time to reveal who is the winner of the Fortnite Creative Showdown. And it's going to be
the Llama Record Company, Courage JD, Loser Fruit, and Jordan Fisher. $350,000 for charity.
Wow, 1 point. What's the difference between the Fish Fam and the Llama Record Company? But we have Kitty standing by with our winners.
You guys, I am here and the energy is high. Oh my gosh, congratulations. I am so incredibly proud of you guys. This was such a beautiful story. You may have not won the last game, but you just pulled it out game after game. And I really, Lester, I want to focus on you a little bit. You were our golden ticket winner. It's Father's Day tomorrow. You are a father, and you are going to be coming to the World Cup at the end of July and bringing someone with you. Like, describe this moment right now for me.
Oh my God, I've never experienced something like this, and I definitely want to thank you guys for making this possible, and it's amazing. You guys are making me cry. The best gift you guys could ever give anybody. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. I love Fortnite. Thank you guys, Epic Games, for creating this game. It's so amazing. You guys are awesome. Everybody here, oh my God. I can't believe this. I'm excited. I don't know what else to say. And I want to give a big shout out to all my family, my brother, Alvaro, my mom, Irma, my son, Cloud. I named him after Final Fantasy VII. Woo! So I'm amazing. Everybody here is so amazing. All the professional gamers here. Oh my God, you guys are amazing. Thank you guys. Thank you.
I think everyone got a good picture of how you're feeling with that. Thank you so much. You guys, incredible job. Jordan, how does something like this compare to performing?
Compared to what now?
Performing.
Performing, oh my God. Well, I mean, hi, we're in the middle of the Forum Arena. It's one of the most legendary venues in all of Los Angeles, really in all of the United States. And I'm playing video games with some of my best friends right now and seeing someone's dream come true, being here, being able to go to the World Cup because we play video games, and it's insane. It's absolutely incredible. I have to give so much love to my team. I mean, this was so much fun. The creators of this map and this game mode, you guys have done something so phenomenal, epic. Shouts out to you for giving these people an opportunity, and to everybody else that's playing, all of the other teams here today. I love you all. Let's go get a drink.
Hey. Oh, well, I know we're going to see the two of you guys tomorrow in the Pro-Am. Any words to the competitors for tomorrow?
I mean, last year I got second to Ninja. This year I'm coming for first. I just want to give a shout out to the team though. Loser Fruit clutching up in the last game against the Fish team. Lester always ready on the team pushes Jordan, the best sword player out there. And obviously the MVP of all this crowd here in the Forum. So incredible. It felt like we had home field advantage. My family's in the crowd. Shout out to them. Couldn't be happier to have them here. And thank you to Epic for putting this on. And with that being said, we just won a lot of money for our charities, which is the best part of all this. Lester, see you in New York City, baby.
Yes, thank you, Courage. And Loser Fruit, do you want to talk a little bit about the charity that you're choosing or a message for anyone out here?
I was just going to say shout out to Courage. He was like calculating. He's like, okay, we're on this meta points, we need to get this, okay? We have to go fourth and they have to be third and we have to prevent them. He was like full on going nuts. So he like carried us in the coaching. So yeah, it was
carried in the coaching, but you carried in the clutches, Loser Fruit. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And tomorrow you're gonna win the whole thing. Okay, you heard it here first. Well, thank you guys so much for being here, for participating. You're all excellent competitors. Congratulations on winning. All for charity here today. Sending it back to the casters at the desk, Dr. Lupo and Golden Boy.
Thank you once again, Kitty, and congratulations to your winners, the Llama Record Company. Lester, the ultimate Father's Day gift. He's gonna get a trip to New York City for the Fortnite World Cup Finals, and our 3 other competitors are gonna get $350,000 to give, split of course, to their respective charities. You couldn't have asked for a more feel-good ending there, Lupo. I promise you, we didn't plan this at all, surely, you know?
That's actually true. There's your final scoreboard, 20 points right there at the top, the Llama Record Company. But please keep in mind that every single team just won a lot of money for their respective charities.
Round of applause for every competitor here at the Fortnite Creative Showdown. This was so amazing. And what a run at the end there, man. Fish Fam came so close to winning this whole thing.
A very interesting, kind of a crazy creative game mode developed by Team Evolve, putting on a show here. Something that I think I speak for everybody when I say no one anticipated a game mode like this being developed for Fortnite. It really changed what people expect from an entertaining event like this.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. And while this is going to be the end here, Lupo, we're going to see you tomorrow at the Fortnite Pro-Am, right?
I will make a quick note. Jordan, if you could please make sure you find the best spot to stand up there on the stage, because you and I are going to be doing it again tomorrow.
Wow, he's calling it. He's calling it shot, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to do it for us here. It's been a blast, Lupo. As always, my man. Time to close it out and crown our champions. Take it away, Zeke.
Let's hear it one more time for the Llama Record Company. They put it all together. They won charity money. They've got the materials to build their way over. So come on down, Llama Record Company. That was close. Hello. Here, okay, let's just line up like this. Jordan next to me. Loser Fruit, we get Courage there. And then you on the other side of Courage. And of course, we need DJ Yonder, the representative. Now, Jordan, you know, you've had an incredible few hours here at Fortnite. Anything that you want to say to the fans back home?
Oh my God. My personal Fish Fam, guys, everybody watching the stream right now, I love you all. My mods for holding it down. My family's here, my beautiful fiance's here, my mom's here, some of my best friends are here. I literally just played Fortnite with some of my best friends in life right now. And we won the first ever creative showdown. I couldn't be more proud of Lester, Courage, JD, and Loser Fruit, and all of you guys for gassing us up. All of the energy today was absolutely incredible. I love you all so much. Thank you for this.
All right, Llama Record Company, step up. Lift those trophies high. And Fortnite fam, give them another round of applause. Casting crew and all the other cosplayers that also want to celebrate. Let's give it up one more time for the Llama Record Company! Now, Fortnite fam, don't think we're done. Just don't forget, Tomorrow, the Celebrity Pro-Am returns. Tomorrow, tune in at 4:30 Pacific. We've got some pretty big names. Maybe you've heard of them. Dr. Lupo, Tim the Tapman, Brendon Urie from Panic at the Disco, Loxy, Tifu's gonna be here tomorrow? Oh, that's who you're excited to see. I don't blame you at all. But that's it from us here. Don't forget to join us tomorrow for the Pro-Am. And of course, one big name we forgot is Ninja. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll see you guys on the Battle Bus.
For the first match of the Summer Block Party. They're gonna win the game! This is it! Let's go! We have Raven's Revenge. They're gonna
Ladies
win.
and gentlemen, make some noise. This could be the end of the match.
Okay, 30, they played together.